the regions, and we also extended same to the constituencies. And we're able to, at the press of a button, we're able to tell what is not going right at a particular polling station. And also, we train so many agents to the extent that you didn't know this agent A will be responsible for polling station B on the American until we train them as agents, but we do not allow them to know where they will be, positioned. And it was just at the morning of elections now. Our constituency director of elections, then they did a deployment. And there's no way our opponent could compromise them. What we experienced in 2020 had given us that insight, because I know our agents are doing very well, but sometimes if you have 100 people, at least you have 2 or 3 people who are not up to the task. Most of our guys in 2020 were compromised.
Okay.
And this one, we took our own strategy. Okay, so from there, from 2023, we started. 2022, we started training them on polling matters, polling issues, and then numerical issues, addition and subtraction, and all those things. We gave them the training, and it really came to play in these elections. In Tusha, after we did the collation, we saw that there was problem in many of the polling stations in Pandai. That's one. 2, during the collation at the Constituency Collation Center, the MPP hoodlums chased away our agents in the polling station. And that was the beginning
Our Pandai.
Our Pandai.
Polling stations and also one polling station.
And one polling stations. The collation center, the district or the district, there was a problem.
Okay.
And these guys came to chase away our agents.
Okay.
And that was the first suspicion that we had. Then, polling station, stations, who say about 41 polling stations, there was inconsistencies. What was transposed by the Electoral Commission through our pink sheet and their pink sheet, there was inconsistencies. 41. So that was the base of our case. And the actually say, by the law, you cannot do anything. When collation is done, you cannot ask for recollation. You can only ask for recollation at the next level per the elections rules. Until we asked for recollation, then they didn't want to agree. So we went to court. The law also says you can only go to court after 21 days. Okay? Until, within 21 days. Within 21 days, you call court.
That's just around January.
Yes, we went to court on the 5th of January.
Okay.
Until you call court, 6th of January. You call court, then we made our case. So the Electoral Commission was seen as a second respondent to MPP was the first, and the Electoral Commission was second. So the case traveled in the full length. Until when we had the final delivery of a justice on this particular matter, saw that the judge and the court did very good work. Because all the issues that we tabulated.
So which means right from January, though no more court, though you have some resentment, but now MP no or parliament.
Yeah. So because that's the rule. So if he's declared the winner, until you establish your case in the court, you can't stop him going to court. It has happened several times. You remember in the case of the Adamusa Sekende, and he was in court until the court decided. That was Boku Central.
Yes.
You remember that case?
Yes.
And many other cases. Even quite recently, Jechi, So that is the rule. That is widely accepted. I mean, that is the law, the electoral laws. But in the case of Pandai, so when we had this ruling, or when we read the judgment of the judge, we saw that even though we presented 41, but it was so endemic to the extent that it affected almost 150 polling stations.
Pandai polling stations in India,
it's 180 something. I don't have the figure.
And right almost 150 was affected. But 41 was so clear.
It was so clear. I mean, on the top, on the face of the pink sheet, you could see that. In fact, even in court, when the electoral commissions were asked to present on pink sheets, the MPP was asked to present the pink sheet. The NDC was asked to present. All these 3 pink sheets was not communicating the same figures.
Easy figures nko. MPP figures nko. Wow.
So it was so widespread to the extent say the credibility of SAR elections in Pandai parliamentary was compromised. But let me put this across. Since 92, MPP have never won Pandai presidential.
Since 92. NDC.
MPP have never won Pandai presidential.
So what happened?
So it was in 2012 when we had internal issues. The late Honorable Lik Palmo, who was the MP for that area, he went to Parliament in 92 and he was there up to 2012. Who said, "Who baby channel? What to do?" And to some of our people now, and we had this internal context, and we were unable to resolve some of the challenges that we had. So we lost 2012.
Okay.
Then 2016, that was the first time. 2012 was the first time Honorable Nyindam came to Parliament.
Yeah.
So the benefit of the doubt, even though the entire Nanado government was not performing, the entire Nanado government was not performing. That does not mean that Nyindam performed. Nyindam didn't equally performed. But Obi Parliament sound yes. And the first time. Yeah. Young man the second time. Until young man 2016. I mean young man second time 2016. Of course 2016 no. All non-conform say Nyindam was just there to make up the number. Even though he was given an appointment as a deputy minister.
I see.
Yes. As a deputy minister, he was not performing. In fact, the road network for the main road network from Udi, the friends from Yendi to Pandai was done by us. The contractor was a China Water. That the main road was good, but the internal roads within constituencies was so terrible to the extent say any reasonable person who want development for your people would not vote for an MP who is a minister but cannot send development to his people. 2020 came, and then he lost in 2020.
He lost it.
Yeah, he lost it. Look, let me tell you one thing. If you're an MP, it doesn't matter that you're in government or you're not in government. It doesn't matter. Your lobbying ability to go to ministers and agencies to ask for development for your people is legitimate. And when we had Honorable Ansah from 2016 elections are all winning. He was able, and he won in 2020. He was able to lobby so many projects, especially electricity, for the coverage. As I'm speaking now, Usha Ghana and Yenanu, Greater Accra is the most covered area of electricity, about 90% coverage in Greater Accra. Northern region is about 70, a deficit of about 20.
30.
About 20.
Okay.
Yeah, Greater Accra is 90.
Greater Accra.
That's right. That's right. But before we left government, we were able to close our margin. Wow. Even in opposition, as he was an opposition MP, he lobbied so many projects for those areas.
Anyway.
Then we had 2024. Then went to this election. What the MPP understand?
So 2020, when Anikra, sitting.
From 2012 to 2020, it was Nyindam. Two terms.
Okay, in third term.
Yeah, we not call as in third term. But he lost in between 2020.
Yeah.
He lost because our guy went to Parliament. I mean, Honorable Ansah went to Parliament in 2016.
Okay.
I mean, 2020 to 2024. So one term. So there was a gap. A gap. And this was the third time he was supposed to be in Parliament.
When he had a comeback.
Unfortunately, what the MPP understands most, especially in Northern region, is to create violence in the polling stations during elections.
I see.
And I can count several constituencies that happened even in these 2024 elections. They use the security to intimidate our people. I stayed in Yeni for close to 2 weeks before election. Though I'm a resident of Tamale, as a regional vice chairman, me moved to stay in Yendi to operate in the Eastern Corridor. So I know what happened in Yendi. And I'm sure Accra FM will remember that during the time they said they were carrying military men to the north. I don't even remember that.
Yes, I do.
We were far advanced in these operations. Every move they took, we had the intel. and we put a counter strategy to it. Into no, Usha, after all this counting was done, and we saw that there was a problem, no, we went to court. Wow. And I'm taking this opportunity to call the IGP and his men, the investigative authorities, to still investigate the individuals in Pandai who went and ransacked our police stations. If this thing becomes so endemic, no, but if they investigate, they'll see them. When investigation goes on, they will establish. That's why they are very, very competent professionals, in those investigative.
Anyway,
I'm just calling on them to go ahead and do that, because you know what happened in Guinea-Bissau, where after elections, police material was sent to safekeeping, and bandits went and ransacked the place. If we don't check this thing here in Ghana, where during elections people go to polling stations and people go to collation centers to attack and ransack and create problems. In 2020, we saw it in Zabzugu. In 2020, we saw it in Savulugu. And you remember these two cases were in court for the entire, almost entire 4 years. Okay, so we must begin to check some of these things, and it is very, very common with the MPP.
So what happened? Let's move on.
So when judgment came, we thought that the judge has actually done justice to this case, and then when I read the ruling, in fact, I read the ruling only last week. My brother, it's fantastic. The judgment is that even though the NDC provided 41 polling stations as irregularities, but it was more endemic across the length and breadth of the constituency. So the credibility of that entire resource had been compromised. Now going forward, the rule is that they have to communicate this to Parliament. Parliament have to communicate to the Electoral Commission, and then the process starts, which has been done. And I'm sure you saw what happened in Parliament. It came up in Parliament, and that debate went on.
My membusa question we NDC in the northern region, Kandai specifically, are you ready for by-elections?
We are more than ready for by-elections. As I told you, we have never lost Kandai presidential. We always lose Kandai parliamentary on default, because, like I told you, we had a candidate who stayed there for long, and they changed him in 2012. And the benefit of it was that the new MP Nyindam was the first time, so they should give him the opportunity to go for the second term. Nothing happened until the people have come back to their traditional system of voting for the NDC. And this time, they voted for the NDC. The NDC won that presidential and we won parliamentary. But there was a stolen verdict to the advantage of the MPP, Nyindam. So as it is now, plans are far advanced to go for this by-election.
Mobile primaries are
No. Sir, it's still the same 2024 elections. So there's not going to be change of candidates. We are still going to use our former MP and our candidate for the 2024 elections, Ansah. Honorable Ansah was our candidate, and he's also a former MP for the place. And we are ready for these by-elections. But let me say, issues came up about last week. Remember, during the weekend, we listened to a press conference that was done by one traditional ruler in the community. They say the place is called Balaja or something.
Mifolo, yes. But I think there is a counter.
Yes, I'll come there.
Press conference from.
Yes, but you see,
Kwame Medesandeo.
North, our chieftaincy system, or even in Ghana, our chieftaincy system is just a replica of what the traditional democracies have copied. Paramount chiefs, divisional chiefs, sub chiefs, to the last. Wow. That's the system. But in this case, it was a sub chief who issued that press statement. To me, the chair won't say that particular press statement, there was no signature to it. There was no signature to it. And my investigation, before I got into the studio, and let me say good afternoon or good evening to Gregory, the communications officer for Pandai.
Oh, okay.
And the DC, they are doing fantastic.
Okay.
And I did my own investigation, and we have realized that this press conference that was done by the chief is here. If has no signature, cameras can see it. Has no signature.
Farmer Kwabena.
Yes. It has no signature. But the second one, that was a counter press statement was also issued. Where is it? It's here. And there were so many signatories to it. You see that there are so many. There are more than 10 signatories.
Farmer named me and you sue for
Until the signatories are here. The Pandai traditional area has a paramountcy. And so it is not the responsibility of a sub-chief to issue a statement without recourse to the paramountcy. At least if the paramount chief have, assigned him to do that on his behalf, is allowed. But let's even agree that some of the issues that he raised are legitimate. That there should not be a by-election because when there's a by-election, mostly there are disunity, there are fights and misunderstandings. And for that matter, he's appealing to Electoral Commission not to carry out their legitimate constitutional mandate. He also appealed to the candidates involved. But the information is that it is not the responsibility of the candidate to say that he's not going to contest. The NDC is an institution and it has leadership. And so, even if today he says he's not going, the NDC will have to change a candidate. In any case, Honorable Ansah is ready, battle ready to go for these elections. And some of the issues are already, it is a non-starter. Because even the general elections that we do, there are misunderstandings. There have been excesses throughout the country. So because and this one is even going to be safer than all the by-elections that we have witnessed. Because one, by-election is a national election. And yet a general election the police because the number of security that we have to protect, they are not that much. If you compare the standard, the number of police to the number of civilians, it's not that much. But in this election, it's a by-election. It's a national election. And so the IGP and his security agency will be able to deploy as much as possible security men to take care of the place. So that fear the chief have, Nana Mpacho, this one day, I'm allaying your fears that if it's a concern you have raised, the legitimate constitutional bodies have listened. And I'm assuring you that nothing is going to happen.
More opponents, MPP.
But even before I come to that, I'll come to those who have actually done.
Okay.
Then, as we are speaking now, he has been sanctioned by, not sanctioned, but he has been invited by the paramount chief.
I see.
Yes.
Of Pandai.
Now, the entire Pandai traditional area, all the sub-chiefs, all the traditional chiefs, including divisional chiefs and the paramountcy, have issued a collective statement to distance themselves from the concern that these chiefs have raised. Okay? And they said that this election should come. Because democracy, it's not a silver platter. People have worked so hard for democracy. For the fact that you fear a particular situation, and you don't do the right thing, you are rather going to aggravate that kind of instability that you think it will happen. And these chiefs have spoken. And so if Electoral Commission have not heard it, they have issued a statement. If the police or the IGP haven't heard it, the paramountcy have assured us of their commitment to ensuring that there's peace during and after the by-election in Pandai. And so we are battle ready as a political party. As I'm speaking now, we have already held series of meetings with the director of elections, the acting director of elections, not had any computer. I've done it at the national level. And they have even invited our regional director of communication, director of elections,
really,
Dr. Arnold Mashoud, regional organizer, and an entire regional executive committee to meet and have a detailed discussion on it. And I'm assuring you that, this morning it happened.
This morning,
even last week Friday, the regional executives were in Pandai to assess and discuss the strategy with the constituency executives.
I see.
We are battle ready. These elections, we are going to win with a landslide because that's what we have always won Pandai with. And I will be here again after this election to share the glory with you.
More opponents MPP our northern region. Say no receive same way. And are they preparing? Are they ready for Pandai?
Well, it is not our responsibility to care if they are ready or they are not ready, because they raise concerns and they apply for stay of execution, and they also went to the Supreme Court to fight for to retain Nyendam, for to use the law to retain Nyendam. But who share the issues they raise? I mean, you're a lawyer. Montana law class that, and I'll not pretend to be one. But we went to court with evidence. You had your day in court. You had a legal team. You had very prominent lawyers. In fact, those lawyers who went to stand in for the MPP, they are very, very competent. Okay? They had a day. They had a field day. They made their case. We presented our case. And by the wisdom of the legal system and the judge who sat on the case, he made his ruling on the fact that it was so endemic. The irregularities were so endemic to the extent that it affected the entire constituency. That's why we have to rerun. But they are not in court to fight for the numbers. They are in court for an interpretation of the rule, because they're arguing that we had filed our case after the 21 days expiring period. And we made this issue came out in court. And we presented evidence. In fact, the elections, there was gazetting of the results. And the gazetting, because those areas had a problem. You remember NDC went to court for with about 9 or 10 constituencies.
Yeah.
So those constituencies were not part of the constituencies that were gazetted, including Pandai.
I see.
Yes, because there's a case. I mean, there's a pending issue. So when...
so almost where Nyendam in no Oman Gazette.
No, see, what I'm saying is that we went to court before the gazetting.
That's 5th?
Yes, when the 5th. One of the 5th.
5th January.
And see, they made their case. They raised this same matter in court. And they are legal, it was flawed. It was obviously flawed. They asked for evidence. In fact, they went and brought, that's when they brought the other pink sheets. They saw that even the pink sheets that we have not even made time to cross-check, there were problems with it. The inconsistencies, the numbers between the NDC and the MPP and the Electoral Commission, and on the face of the pink sheet, the violations are, how even feeling of there were so many problems on it. And so the only wisdom that the judge had was that we should rerun Pandai, and that was legitimate, and that is widely accepted by all. If you have a problem, you can always go to court like they have, but as it is now, we are not waiting for any ruling, because the process, the 30 days period has begun counting, and Electoral Commission anytime soon will mention a date for us to do this by election, and we are not waiting for this announcement. We are on the ground already, and we are going to make sure that this by election will win it a landslide. And then we had, even before this case was heard, or before this case judgment was made, okay, when we took over, throughout the length and breadth of Northern region, Minia, go and see Tamale, because I don't want people to think that the kind of development that is going on in Northern region now is as a result of by election. Who call a Northern region? You DSH hon, a coin be da honum. All those roads are being engineered. Who call a friend saying Nyanshegu ni cap Nyanshegu cap in area honum. Adiba Gumani. Honum, there was a very big gata, cars cannot cross. They have that bridge has been done. And Usha, yes, a big push project, It's a ring. There's a ring road in Tamale from the Kumasi road to join the Bolga road. Yeah. It goes around Tamale to make sure that there will not be congestion in the Tamale metropolis, the business center. Until bypass, 3 contractors are on it. There are 2 Chinese contractors and 1 local contractor.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm telling you what I know. You can cross it from the Ministry of Roads.
They will show you on paper.
Saying that,
and I'm asking, are you sure?
I'm saying that the contractors have already paid. In fact, so many, because the roads are so modern and wide to the extent, we have to even ask for compensation, because so many houses are going. They have marked the houses, they have pegged the road, they have come with their yard, their work centers and all those things. Very soon, you will see that gargantuan development that we voted for. Until the by-election in Pandai, or the development that is going on in Pandai today, is not as a result of by-election.
Development,
but there are roads that have started. The Pandai Township
started that.
They construction no. Develop now. You have to go and take a survey. You have to do survey. You have
Don't
to do
worry.
And
so the fiscal job shall say that.
The contractor has awarded just only 3 days ago. Just as those already awarded in Gushegu, those being awarded in Tamale. It's not. Who's that John Mama? When you see John Mama be a president, in fact, for nothing at all.
One said that's a much in people for us.
Oh, they be
3 days, just 3 days ago.
I'm saying that we don't have a by-election in Tamale North. We don't have a by-election in Sanel. We don't have a by-election in Tamale South. We don't have a by-election in Tamale Central. But then
they are dying away 3 days ago.
Say they have a neighbor or more neighbor district. But they have a neighbor district, Bimbila. We are already there's a contractor on site doing Bimbila Training College. Is it because of the by-election?
That one I know.
You understand? Is it because of the by-election? Into this year. We are not going to say it's a year.
Only Mutim pass a Bugada mobile. Only Mutim. I said, well, can you? What's the
original chairman? Judge Nana.
Mumbo Mubuga. You know that Mumbo Mubuga. 3 days, yeah, and Pandai roads.
What I'm saying is that before a contract is awarded, it goes through a process. And this process were done long before the judgment was given. You understand? I can show you a development at Air Coso. I have them here. In fact, drawings need be piano. I can show you. NDC is a serious political party. And yet, Buga, say Nkola football no. Your friends and Nkola if you don't contribute, you don't play. NDC is not like that. NCNC. Where there is a well-coordinated political party. In fact, NDC is an institution. Individuals don't determine how the parties rule. It is a system. It is what we have agreed as a constitution of the party. And some run what you are seeing now, from now, yes, things have started across the length and breadth of Ghana and yet northern region. When we came and met this road, that was lying down for a long time. We even started that road before we left. 8 years. They came 8 years, they couldn't finish. We came. You remember when this GPRT complained that their cars are getting spoiled because of potholes now? It took the president himself to go there and ordered that the contractor should be paid. The contractor was paid I don't remember that might be 800 million
very huge
or
money.
other 800 million now huge money. He was there last week again. This is a responsible president. The resetting agenda is on course. Until Obit said President John Dramani Mahama, when you hear the name John Dramani Mahama, you think about development. Until it is not because of by-elections. And you also agree with me, say, this is not the first by-election we are having in Ghana.
Are you sure NDC can win this by-election?
It is done already. Because even in 2024, we won the constituency. The people trusted the NDC. John Mahama won over 53% in Pandai. And because their interest was the parliamentary, they created problems. Now, which electoral law no? If somebody is monitoring election now, or is an agent to a political party, came and chase out that person. You want the matter to go quiet because say they Ghana for now. No, they be the mrano. Just say ejuma. Until mrana ejuma or court no. Until this is a reaction of what they did during the elections. Until we all learn from this, and we must know that look, there should be a time that there will be election in Ghana. We will not even have agents. The system must be trusted, robust to the extent say nobody will even be thinking of stealing. Because when you are going for elections, you look at what is happening in your environment. For the 8 years of Nana Akufo-Addo, say one kasa wonitia, one who they call so many criminal activities are called in Ghana. Corruption it was so endemic. We share all across the varied areas of our economy. All the agencies. In fact, I'm yet to hear the agents that was not accused of being corrupt. almost all the ministers they came. Only few of them, I will say that they have not been accused of being corrupt. Wow. Until Nanado and the MPP came to steal. And that's why the finance minister has even run away of this away from this country. If you are the manager of the economy, and after election you can't stay in Ghana, you have run away. Master,
I'll come back.
Special prosecutor, me panachow. He should fear God, because Mimi a criminal. Na nkremo sumrani chira say, whatever you do on this earth, you will be accounted for it tomorrow. Into the OSP should be accountable. He should make sure that all the people who have run away with our money are brought to book, because it is the taxpayers' money, and the loans that we have gone to take from development partners, that was what we used for development.
I'll come back to you, Chairman. Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. John Geza says Sunyani Fia Pre. So Omugusu Omu Eji Equino Yehu Juma Den Sunyani Fia Pre Road. Mimano Ben says Commander from Pokuase Katapo to Second Chance Church. I want to say engineers and bulldozers, a good road. No, so God bless JDM. All right, so this one is coming from Emmanuel Bain. Julie Belinda Bridge just joined us from UK. Thank you. Mama Lestic Angel says, once again, I'm a resident of Pandai. I stay here in Dome. But truth is, although NDC is in power, but their candidate can never win. And I please thank you for saying that. Okay, all right, okay. Obiso free Pandai about what I crowd on me. I say, or did you say, and you're the candidate in the bit me entitled to ono, but say Wawini ono, he has gone to parliament before. He's a former MP for that area. So me person me mention the chief that signed this press statement, you know. Yes.
The paramount chief of the Pandai traditional area, no, Pandai Ura.
Yeah.
When we say Ura, say
yeah. We all know.
He's called Nana Okori Atosa. He's the paramount chief. The one next to him in command, no, only Nana Bandamutu, Jamboe Hini, Usha Nana Amankrado, Kojoboni. That's the communities that I come from, Kojoboni. Usha Nana Akpanon. Kabesu Hini, Nana Chaforo Gulbi Chief, Nana Obrimpong Friko, Dodope Ura, Nana Denkire, Kitari Ura, Nana Chami Bombari Ura, Nana Chami Pajai, Ohonum Baye Ohonum Pajai, Nana Chami Lonto Hini, Kafra. Nemelesi, the second, we are hini, Nana Amankrodo, Chikpa, Kumidi hini, Rep, Nana, Rep because that's the chief that issued the statement, no. For now, no, the chief have commandeered somebody to represent him, not the one who should say and choose. It's the paramount chief, that's the responsibility. So, Balaja Ura, Nana Nasingcho. Nana Obahina Apa, and many other. There are about 15 chiefs.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, so that's the entirety of the traditional areas in the Pandai. It is widely accepted. But I disagree entirely, say, our candidate cannot win elections. I have worked with him. He has delivered. In fact.
But he has lost once.
He has never lost elections.
He has never lost.
No. The candidate who lost in 2012 was late Honorable Likpalmo.
Oh, Likpalmo. Yeah.
He was the Minister of State.
Okay.
During
Okay.
And you know.
What the 2024 year I'm going to call it.
No, all winning. And he lost. He was presumably lost this one. But we know he didn't win. We had won. That's why we went back to court for redress. And we have had the redress. I disagree with the
tester.
The texter.
All right. Live on Accra 100.5. Yene Northern Regional Chairman, Deputy Chairman, that's Vice Chairman, General Amin. And David Agbanyaga says great news by all standards, and we are grateful for the facts. Where she go on. So Ghana from Mutie, the argument from the MPP about Jachikuation issue and this matter, and now it's clear that the NDC went to court. That is Northern Region, specifically Pandai. They went to court on the 5th of January. Before even Yebabe Gazetia swear in. While they were in court, they allowed the MP, so-called elected, to be sworn in. Obia blocking, Obia and Sino. Or swear in, they have been in court, and the man has been representing MPP in Parliament. Obia and Stopono. Until the day court Emma ruling that Esomokoya rerun. And on this basis, the NDC majority raised an argument that the man cannot hold himself again as the MP. Going forward, Parliament wrote to EC, said there are constitutional processes next year. No, so asama SCNE, and therefore the EC and prepare na omo enkoye rerun. And when you look at the whole matter, that is where these issues about whether the minority is ready to agree or not, and even to the extent that the minority is claiming that they will make sure that government business will not go on. And even they have claimed that they will sabotage government businesses. Now, what do you now what sabotage will be? And these are the issues we are talking about. And they said, I know, say, where are they? Okay. All right, so that's it. Quick one. Then we'll have a very healthy conversation. We have in the studio Honorable Adama Suleimana, MP for Time Constituency, Honorable Haruna Muhammad, MP for Snafo South, then Honorable Ernest Adamako, MP for Kankwe South and North, will join us in the studio. I'll be back. I'm on fire.
Hey, banjo. Why go?
Massa, St. Andrews Asembubu Wayek machine biomo. Have you heard yet? Buta
7 A's, 6 A's, and 5 A's no abruso.
Enti say, so better forms was St. Andrews SHS. The results ni be na chance.
Afiwe, ye the 999 candidates and a quatrain, emu 997 and a qualify ye university.
Wow, wait ye buru adwin and entias yeso.
And on to so school be a Felipoto.
E mane how cra.
For any St. Andrews SHS. Say St. Andrews Ebia Kwenya Amo form 3.
Enti ma onye ha never file forms natural wasi May June exams ni bi afia ebe.
Enti masa Kwenya we mpa ho fisa me hu yanka na ka echi.
Enti fresisia na jo SHS 3 admission forms
0244 696911
Ana 0207 891004. St. Andrews SHS.
We are always
in the lead.
Hey, banjo. Why go?
Massa, St. Andrews Asembubu Wayek machine biomo. Have you heard yet? Buta 7
A's, 6 A's, and 5 A's no abruso.
Enti say, so better forms was St. Andrews SHS. The results ni be na chance.
Afiwe, ye the 999 candidates and a quatrain, emu 997 and a qualify ye university.
Wow, wait ye buru adwin and entias yeso.
And on to so school be a Felipoto.
E mane how cra.
For any St. Andrews SHS. Say St. Andrews Ebia Kwenya Amo form 3.
Enti ma onye ha never file forms natural wasi May June exams ni bi afia ebe.
Enti masa Kwenya we mpa ho fisa me hu yanka na ka echi.
Enti fresisia na jo SHS 3 admission forms
0244 44 696911.
Ana 0207 891004. St. Andrews SHS.
We are always
In the league.
Hey, say the Mako who Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me who crave me. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eye world best. Obian transe ema dompem ya de. Ka say anase mo boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esa nyarwan te say ne ekuro etu no. Ne enkan ewana num. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Nansi ma me ka say ene spinal cord ho ekaye no. Greenfield ada romenti ene wasa so de gina na so epiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Associated with Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our Nungwa Dogon Estate Junction. Last stop. Frewa 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
Junior Mengro, my brother, hope now when you not Joe Bagrosano. Now, dear, when you mean the Tamwa, or what personality natural health care so I hear. I don't know the manager say you. Peske, I won't 70 or 10 so Cassie more boo who pros retire can say, I'm on your drone so woman. Say yes, stroke. Diabetes, hepatitis B, pressure, 60 yard dear, a fichi chroma money, and no yard the whole was. Oh, won't feed you pa. Afe oba opesa o hips anasa wo to eya akese ye ho adwuma se stretch marks ajo wedi no aboso a ye yi free ho berima obema swa a opesa ye pagya mu no bra best care ewo enkran La Paz Nyameche Junction Grand Prince School no achiwa Kumasi Bantima G Runabout your medlab achiwo baby ani edan Sahuman Rural Bank wo mu no a Sahuyo so empomam ye ne Church of Pentecost ene di hwe animu takwa Roman Stores yene Zenith Bank edi hwe animu Sunyane yawo Rex yene Total Filling Station no ene di hwe animu ena takra de anaje ye ben Queens of Peace Academy a yene Goy Filling Station edi hwe animu Fre Pets Care ewo 055 773-8555. Pascal quality hair.
Give us P capsules. A memory. Manum biya benmemua. Kani mitutu ya na minkuma bwa sese die. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules ozwe.
Emane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yem timotete womo no. Yedro no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Give us in no. Amen ni jia bebusiemu papa. Give us P capsules.
Ememe wadi ifiedu watwede kronkwa na efa.
Give us core capsules.
Apemfu abata womo manufu ne nkwada wo ne ifiedu mienu nka ho. Ewo drosto bia motofonko Give us Herbal Center. Teshi Mobile. And Teshi Adriami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
FD Ashusha sa ejedi enkra to imu aja to muse eye.
When Ginny meets your mouth, you go sing or you go dance.
One where Ginny rise their birthdays, breakups, any makeups. One woman sinum mufra, wumpuna dada, and a wumpuna fufre impo. We dia need ye nija breast any pain na. Afi, what's the do so say when Ginny Rice say, Koyen goodbye. A free September, kusi December bosome. To Ginny Rice 4.2 kg no.
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Mappé. Et mappé. Eh, asamo. French idea. This is midi croissant.
Meet Aja. She makes sobolo in a small shop in Kaswa. She's going places with MTN Ejumapa. Now, she's learning French kakra to teach her francophone customers indigenous recipes.
Watashi no namae wa.
Watashi no na. My boy.
Whoa. She's learning Japanese too? Watash. What? If you're a woman with a small business, join MTN Ejumapa today by dialing *5060# and enjoy 150 megabytes data, a lifestyle bundle for social media, free MTN to MTN calls every Monday, and an insurance cover. You will also gain access to expert training, discounts on digital tools, and financial support to grow the business of your dreams. Terms and conditions apply. MTN.
All right, so that's it. We are back here. The Citizen Show. Straight, Yankonkotie, Frank Arnott Dompre on Parliament floor. And then Utie MPP for argument. The whole issue is about attacking government business. Government business. Government business. All right, so Yankonkotie Arnott Dompre. And on someone or the two.
So Pandai is resolved, government business will suffer. Get away. Get it clear. Get it clear. Until Pandai, I put it to you that until Pandai is resolved, government business is going to suffer. And from henceforth, you keep telling us you have 189, 185, and then 4 independent members. Go and marshal your numbers and come and do your business. Until Panda is resolved, we on this side will not cooperate. We are saying it again, we will not cooperate with you. Nobody's going anywhere. Well, we are not moving. We are not going anywhere. And so, Speaker, we have made that point, and we will continue to make this point. We are not obstructing government business. Now, we believe that governance is a continuum, and we must continue with government business. However, to the extent that you want to twist our hands, to the extent that you have conspired to twist our hands, I put it to you that government business will suffer. So, Mr. Speaker, we are not doing any business. We are not going to cooperate with you until Panda is resolved. And we are telling you this. Chief, we'll get it. Government business will suffer, and you are going to suffer. And if you think we are going to go home, nobody is stepping out of this chamber. Nobody is moving out. So, Speaker, we have had enough for the day. We must deservedly adjourn. And then when we come tomorrow, we'll consider whether we'll do business with you or not. Until Panda is resolved, government business will suffer. Get away. Get it.
So this is Honorable Arnott Dompre. Yankwati Kwajo Ponkroma after meeting with the media. Ponkroma Asamode Tuja. Thank you, Eric. Amankwa say Elijah. Focus is here, Lilian Akosia Bediako. Thank you for joining us. James Asare Senor is here on Facebook. Thank you.
In this instance, before the NDC came to power, there was a pre-advertised agenda to get rid of the Chief Justice. And it's been covered with procedure. And the Chief Justice has been ousted. There's a pre-advertised agenda to get rid of the EC Commissioner and her deputies. It is being rolled out, petitions, and then they will say, oh, it's procedure, it's procedure. We are telling you, if you still don't believe it, that there's a pre-advertised agenda to ensure that there's an overwhelming majority in this chamber for the purposes of constitutional amendments. It is coming. And what we can do is to stand on our feet and to draw Mr. Speaker's attention that he should not buckle to any pressure that is being put on him to declare the seat vacant, because he has already made that ruling. No amount of pressure should be brought on him.
Finally, as a caucus, you have made your point clear through your minority chief whip that this particular letter should be withdrawn. Now, per practice, we know that once you make that submission, we should hear from the other side of the house. In this case, you are opposed to hearing from the majority. We do not know what exactly he's going to say. Why don't you just give him a fair hearing so that we know the way forward?
Procedure is being... In this instance, before the NDC came to power, there was a pre-advertised agenda to get rid of the Chief Justice. And it's been covered...
Honorable Nessa Dumakwa joining here in the studio. Keon Okankwe South MP. Make also Honorable Haruna Mohammed will join us soon, and we have Honorable Adama Suleimana here to hit the studio. Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Eja Akwaba.
Mejo Zuminia.
In view of her.
Tebebri.
Eja Okwaya Kaibio.
And so Eja
Okwaya Kaibio.
Na adwuma nko a.
Mumu ebinyai. Ejuwe.
Seko bie bi na buam ne ye ya ka frɛw. Sɛ ya ka Eja adanka mitimi nkɔ parliament kameka betrema kunya nzuzu a masha no.
Oh, wo de. Enya hokra, adwuma na akarma mbinye. Adwuma na akaro. Okankwe, I want to say Okankwe South recently, I think somewhere last 2 weeks or so, me who say opposed to roads, some more tackle roads,
yes,
and other projects.
Yes.
Idea projector.
Unso Okankwe South. Ye din ka men fanchia ma ochiefo nyina. Be bia mu bia me chen kankan Okankwe South for me chiacha mu nyina me branch executives. Abra beto aba no. Ye nyina yi ni Okankwe South ye how. Inner rules very bad. Ya kan o MPP no bubu nu egu maso. And so
can I see when you aka
free me fan say okay obi a woni Okankwe South start free. Me fan say be ka junction. Peace FM ho.
Okay.
Now far right side wa kwa all the way to Circle. Right side when na Ghana Telecom University Pehe. Edeko Orion no far right ho there bar VIP station, STC Kanishi Market all the way to Kukumpe. No say gudum ho kwa kopi Alafia. Ekosa da akoma inside do ni nyina kan Okankwe South in some part of Tesano. Into Okankwe South there ha so pay.
So Rose na if na motackle.
Sesia no ekwan ba kwa na edi nya. Abra 2024 year campaign no. Omo nye kion ko so kwa kusisi kwa na ma adava for kaka na di police. Di police abegina me so na e pam. Edi sa kwan de na da makoma so se manya hwe kura wo Okankwe South. Sa kwan de meba modern se nipa na se de so obeye kwan.
So which means it was not like for political scoring political points. You just mean
of
it
course.
That you want to fix it.
Of course, be a make on. Na me ye campaign na make be ade na mini. Say me ba NDC omodi akunya na share nsa for the first time ombo hu difference. And difference among funds no akasa afiase ehu because when say ya to abawi afimu ani o.
Yes.
Me ka say jam. So they all email launch me campaign no hobi. Jam ba James Okankwe South damase. Obeka say Okankwe South for enche ye beto aba na seti be mesa be yo mampanyi biem na se me be yo mampanyi a me mpesa mode osono ba bia be di machi
no way
na makwan no ene niema bia mu hia wo ha no mekom na hye bedwafiem na makwa akwaji tumi no betia ba be na se mode osono ba di machi a mo niema ne ye no ebe ye de ne eto Okankwe South for nso asun omo anfa osono ba ni nachi na emu mu di chinye ba ine di nachi enti JM so bo hye na wo hye omo no wadi so pepepe ama ya hwe ama akwan no ye fiase a yesi akwan no e de ama Okankwe South ba bi o ha gata krampo no especially bubu ashi amanfo dware no masensuo no aba be hwe gu ka akwam gata bebrebe bubu ashi bebrebe gata ni ho tunam kwan wo se kwan mu nsuo ntons na kwan mu nyina afọ obi si ni niam anu atam bucket no
bubu ashi
ko bubu ashi control ho ne area ho nyina gates ni ho
mo asase twa bi
be junction opposite side ho nyina basisia no JM adawroma ye fiase a ye dunye system no nyina na ye de asphalt so abagu so kama
ade a wo can say something visible that you can see
it's happening. I met your man for ni bi na ade ato man for ahwe see e fi ase a ye papa big push no kan wan san wan kan keke
I see
nin sem bi o kan no wan kan keke
I see
o kan oye me kai say we de me nyina we su kana me fantudwa on akunafo program na ya me ye no na me ya adoma 20th Oka kwesa de kunafo mu oka kwesa na 20th swale ko hona e kunafo majo mbru nya chede
so obasa ye
o ebasa ye se no mu fi so kion o be petu minute na wa hye da yere ho da bi enema bi amene papa je mfi ase no ye wa bem kra still ye to aso enti afi ye papa je adawruma waso ya
so this one is for consolidation. Wow.
Don't make any piano. Don't make any piano.
You are just consolidating your base.
You make any piano. You free as ye da. Enti no ye to aso. Na ya hwe ekunafo no. Ye nsabe soso no ye de bom. Unim ebe kakra no. Me bom pa e se nkokon kitinkiti ye fi asie. Ebe kakra no. Ye be hwe na ekunafo ne ades no ye involve yomo. Be kakra no ba o ma meje akokọ na emom memo omo na de akokọ na waye na ofie no ho because ya boa ama nso nkokọ nkitenkite no nso watumi aye de
I see
aye bi
I see
enti no nkokọ nkitenkite no ka kwesa se me adwene ho asompa na me de mabunu no ene omo mu ni adwuma yesem bido mu nyina awuram se de be ya nkokọ nam no ebedos ni aboa ni atime gya nkokọ nam no ekra said the baby magana sika sam so agina
anyway okay for south for Edase and we have been following more exploits and I think I'm for you happy. We just hope that you can do more for them. Say some potemo no na industries no so doso
opa bebre industry
so sebe ya obetumi aman kwala no so anya Jumani Biaye Ewa Industries no more. You go straight to Parliament. So yesterday now our Parliament Pandai issues. You heard Deputy Northern Regional Chairman on Pandai and the course. So the whole conversation is that on the 5th of January NDC Pandai Omko Court.
Yeah.
Say adieno omani nyeho. You no anhodi MPP candidate in the back. Parliament went ahead to swear him in while even asem no ewo court obi anka ho asem. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, no. Then bam, we have a judgment from a court that they should go back and rerun Pandai elections because at least they have been able to prove with 41 polling stations anomalies omujidi se now my opponents are raising issues in our parliament and yesterday mamim dika mbusao ade a course on our parliament you were there for your first timer how did you feel
Mary
why
Emma Ghana
why
se yehwe mpanyimfo keke mpanyimfo mosua ngoma dodo na ya lawyer for ebinim kuta doctorate and master's degree na omo dan suban eti se edi no na areho to the extent say e was set your friend marshals in emo be intervene entwaye yene ya yedi kura hyensa a manfo ato aba mayen se yen kodwene oman no ho na yen hyemra emo oman no na yen hwe so oman mpuntu bekoso no na se yeda se suba wiadia na areho asefem na speaker etiho na saa ne no koso no menua na enye
based on that if you say speaker a lose grip
no enna so ho ade ba kwa ye me de se me ye NDC ni ade ba kwa me de nyankopon ase se me ye NDC ni because NDC leadership etre se omunim nyansa na adwuma no so omunim ye na omubitima akyekyere Ghana man enra de esi ma mi hu se e kai me asem bi o Bible mu emamienu ba akwada ne baso amnewu na omode asena kopie Solomon anim na Solomon hwe wo hu de o ka no kore wose akora no ene mi betwa akora no mu mienu na obi amfafa de anya ne ba no e ka san na twam mu mienu no in data akora no ye twan mu a obewu na ba ko so nana so be twan mu ma kwa na wudi awunim fa ne ma no enya dia daachi obanyini ama obi nso afre no asoma no ama me kwan so metimi asoma akora ne bi ehwa na Solomon hu se wo akora no enya wo ba na we banie subanya minority eda ne di no enya nanka Ghana anka ejakora ntom kama aban businesses nyina nkoso eno omo ayi chief whip minority whip another mpre e kan say government business will suffer. It's a government business that suffer. And he found a suffer in the end. And you're Ghana for.
Sounds of no kind of say.
And you're just so friend.
But is it possible?
Sana nanko wape. Sen kwa ye nanki yensu di bufu. Nanka popu nanka dantoka nanka di ose ni yanye. And so NDC impanyifu nyansa. Any speaker experience o wentino. Ya to so eye adwuma ma Ghana for. Because Ghana for na asoma yen na se ebi ma yo madwen se ntokọ no mba beko a eno so nche se adwuma na Ghana for asoma yen tie kọ so ye adwuma no pepe se de etie ema ye wie no ya agene enti so mo ka se they will continue to distract government businesses but and they didn't man farmer eno ma ye lem we chin
ene mo koy
ya koy lem
what can lem what is the meaning
o ma timi ankasa
why what happened?
So we say Sabio
more bribe or na say you manage to corner them
or say we be ya de uni nyansani ya na se nipa no applying wisdom na akwa se nsuo no oil wo ye dan nsuo no be dey any oil
there is separation
exactly entimi fra entino uni nyansafo ya de a omu ontin onka hwe na wa na betu hufo sa no si wuntie dia ene ye nso bekoso ayo man adwuma tie mo muti asese de mo baby ye mfom o mo pekwa mo ma biko nyame adom Ghana foko komuti o mo de to aba no numbers o mo de ama yen NDC for no we don't even need them in the chamber to do government businesses o mo pekwa mo ma because Ghana for bu ofuom na me na mansem bi a metitin se ane minority for mu jeja o mo sa
I am coming on street.
Come on street no so.
Yeah.
Come on street. Omunya akran kasa anko kam me enfim especially when it comes to public account committee any vetting committee where any suban bia omudane dia wetimi se emfakwen but ni nyina chi no that's the beauty of democracy.
You have friends in there within the opposition.
Oh sure, yes.
On one. Unu omudi enkomo no omsese
onim no kra ne se makum yenu bi umu a omutim se die ni bi omum panyifo den die omakoma ndwoso enso muntimi nka omuntimi nka but ese ba akofo ne kodi fan ene yede hedane mfantofo den na nwa se ade na omo ye no so no omasan hye nose mask eno na minim na se kirempo
oh say on say airborne diseases abanti
airborne disease say unim say ade na wo ye ade pa yiwani me wash nose mask eno do mo yo madwen say komo baba atwede ankasa
really
yeah of course since mo di nose mask akata on ti say we na atwede ehu sa so machine na atwede because the nose mask akata na no enti wo nko fo ba na dia ma obi di ahye yase gina fakata wanim
I see
of course no komo pese e dane tokwa ba yen so no yen fi wo mo ye din ne ehwe mo e no mo amra mo kwan se obi ye ne me bi emfata o mra hye bidwan mu ha emra ne no omuni no sa ankofo na ebe mu nti e de yen fi wo mo enti o mo ne o mo dan din de atodi o mara minya na nka bi onyo mo side na nka afro abuso om se enda o hwe nsema na o mo kan ye no ho na na hu senka na o hwe ma hye bidwan o ma ntimi anya ho hwe I don't know why. Opa koso ye de no away ne. Adwuma ne bekoso.
And na approvals koso.
Oh, a koso. Ye jagum.
But omujidi say with the Pandai issue no speaker anya fair to them.
Speaker anya fair say. Ye kwade na
comparing it to Jachikwesi matter.
They na ruling ne bae no. yen mu bi krampo yen as first time say ani akoy oba de ene onyura dem ha. But speaker say no. Almost 7 days. But he's still qualified member of parliament.
Until that 7 days.
Until that 7 days, no. And 7 days now has also said that. And now what too easy. So when you're Juma, say you are speaker. And or my judgment is say young Kotaban for. And it's only to be Asia. Cocoa way. Miss me feel say or my file a appeal.
Yeah.
Then now I'm gonna say Adawu Cocoa no I prepare say me differ anything me file for appeal. I serve me opponent. I don't know my judgment now. I don't know my judgment now. No, my prepare or more. You are the say or my prepare
appeal document.
And to move in no more file no more survey or almost serving and candidate no. And you know what they are some now cocoa year. Parliament have a contact on the area anyway. Cocoa none judges in Conco delay. I had ye dear court rakano and ye dear Brano ye dear Juma. Someone tells you, Cocoa, Namra Shepherd, you are begging Hona, we did oh, Brubru table, so to the stand, say, Sebion Krata, ye did Juma, ye did Ghana, Mutimi Tugu, and Mani.
Why not Tom papers no Tugu?
In fact, made the man who but on a video, no, a hunipa or 2 video, no, be video need being shared there, but Metisa or Monko fan back on a time or 2 papers to when
yeah, move finding out who
which is against our standing.
Now, move finding out who did that.
I'm sure say our leaders will find out. And Nippons Beka could face a public committees. Because entry and Ujun who don't person. Well, a do baby and who said, Omo part in the Akakoyana. A good number, I have fear being a good. And tis so mine now, Casana. Grassroots, so is it I can't know my day.
But I think say a send a bad signal to the international community.
Well, it is sending that bad signal though, but almost person will please the grassroots.
Merci about honorable make a man for honorable Adama Suleimana MP for Time constituency joining Oria Akwaba.
Mejoso.
Boko there.
Nyame adom boko.
Mesremo mo kwai no drobo kwai no how far? Update me.
Alright.
Drobo Bechem Brekum.
Bechem de hafo.
Bechem ya hafo so Brekum
Sampa.
Sampa. And what something say?
Ba befa wenchi fan soko. For wenchi. In fact, ye free ase. Contractor
in back from Kakra. Very good.
Contractor drobo every gene he said brekum gene drobo eko sampa contractor frasia or why so amayin.
Okay.
Edo so amayin. And if you when chiko sampa so contract free when chi ano so edoko. Start bye e kwan no. Nti ye wa rehemu say President Mama di osebeyo.
Okay.
Nti ye be ye kwan no.
Okay.
Nti mo ni di akire pa ma hu se sa kwan no ni di akire. So fa so yira.
Ana onim.
Ekosi kwaye bim.
Nyase nkuma.
PM na nam kwaye.
Nyase nkuma. Ana o say madofo bebre e wo that side. Erikaje wo ho. Wo ho. Sami Jamfi. Akowa. Ahmed wo ho. I have so many friends there.
Yeah.
Unim Sabio Enti uka se me de me mfiri o me mfa ho a
Erika je nyanware ye ntu beba
ubeba ubeba etora bi kura no apeso kwosra wadamfo keke so chale me ba be the weekends ewo so I'm very much concerned about the road. I mean then again robbery
was because of kwana
kwano
bidada bi kura woko na se bi omko robe no mama afo no mama for
really
yes moko robe no stop on the it's a terrible place.
Wow.
Because of kwana enye no.
Wow.
But I'm sure say this anye obi anye nti president
we hope
we
hope Adam fa drobu say na me raho honorable ken o hwe drobu kuro no ayate ne din na said the Uncroft shops in food true.
Na MP eti dia bi achi.
Damwana ho. Damwana mo yande.
Mi wi na me say, "Hey, he now. Me ti uncle."
Yes, in team for you on the 5 papers no to ye. Me am out for sending me almost in team for you. Anyway, so we go straight to serious business. Yeah. And rank mono nyina eko free dam by Pandai. And Pandai, the minority are raising concerns that comparing Jachikwesin issue to Pandai, the speaker's approach is very unfair, though they have not raised anything about legalities, but they are talking about fairness and principles. You know the lead here ma and ra choboy by. And what happened in Parliament is something we want to ask you guys. Edia in see no, edia in a course no.
Needing can make your TFO. Na maka say me preliminary statement ni say Jachikwesin ni case no. Ene Yura Matthew Nyindam case no. It's about law. The difference between the two cases is about law.
Okay.
Speaker of Parliament on interpreting law.
Okay.
He interprets decisions that we have taken in Parliament. Now what make it say or implement it, both the Constitution and what is in the standing orders. And it's a one TBBC or law more and your Parliament near Kano. You read the Jachikwesin asam no. Emra High Court a ruling every year no. You read the Jachikwesin echo appeals court. Emma appeals court Emma no stay of execution. That stay of execution was not for 10 days. The appeals court set aside
the ruling.
The ruling of the High Court.
That's Cape Coast High Court.
Cape Coast High Court there no. Appeals court no set aside the ruling of the Cape Coast High Court.
Okay.
As you say, wabo near High Court waka no, wabo agu.
Was so much na was say no ntwere Bobie Ansah.
Wabo gu ye. In fact, High Court a ruling against him. But the appeals court ruled for him. So they went to the Supreme Court. What you say? A Supreme Court.
Those call Cape Coast High Court. Onu won ewi ni e wa appeal court no move here
to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
And the Supreme Court in a ruling finally say he cannot hold himself as an MP. Since that day now Supreme Court rule say he cannot hold himself as an MP. He never stepped foot in the chambers of Parliament again.
I see.
He didn't need a letter. He didn't need a speaker's intervention. He never stepped foot in the court again.
Who by a contempt?
Kwabena. Say democracy.
Yes.
And if you believe in democracy, you practice democracy, you go by democratic institutions. Okay, say, let me make a point. Say, last week, but now your chief whip, Dafia and make a statement say, and say, Emma, Nyindam, and make a contribution, our budget statement. No, if you say he cannot hold himself as an MP, or it generated debate and discussions at our Parliament to hold. After Speaker Betana Konyom, Speaker of Parliament to say, oh here announcing no enuruye until so no speaker be declare that seat vacant, even though when ya correspondence from court.
So Speaker Emma the straight response.
Straight response. Ama Speaker sat in the chair and gave ruling. Say the Fiamako has no locus and Neokano enimram. Abra menim say nipa bebree.
Yes.
Ubie Article 99 ewe constitution mu a. They say me the constitution standing orders nyina na ebe kan asem we.
Okay.
Article 99 or say the High Court shall have jurisdictions to hear and determine any question whether A person has been validly elected as a member of parliament or the seat of a member of parliament has become vacant. Or say, High Court unkwan na wo to me say o kire say akonwa obi kwatena so as an MP no ada say yi no ne kwan so ana say na konwa no ye Jeffrey ni sam enti so unya electoral issues you can go straight to the Supreme Court. The first point of call is the High Court.
High Court.
Yenua nsala twitwiri see election no ogidi say ya mfamra kwan so ene nyindam eba ye no wanko ba bia o wa magina parliamentary chamber o wanko radio so oko High Court wadi na asem ye wo chamber ha ye parliamentary business no na onam ha
asem no so koso
uhu say obi kan ye yura nyindam asem da
Dabi.
Come on, you have discussing that.
No.
Radio station be akura discussing because some no cost or High Court. People even didn't know. Maybe recruit him.
Me kura na minim to be honest.
And yeah, asem na tran afane kwanya abedru judgment day. In fact, that a day before judgment day, no. You run in them or me deputy ranking our communications committee.
Okay.
And you were supposed to go for a program, a cyber security program of Kenya. Yeah, di cannot see any kind of baba. Or issues be concerned. No, it's not. Judgment day.
Wa ganjre.
Dabi. Enti ye wo Kenya hwana. Asam no epie ba se.
O ya de kakra bi abasesia.
O kwetire bi kakra.
Ya o ya de abasesia ti
wo Kenya na.
Muni kai na asam oba.
Kwabena ni asini.
Apega.
Esi ye na. O se okọ appeals court. Okọ appeals court. Okoji state of education. Say yentwentwen asem no die so kwabena enti High Court no e wo the locus to determine either so be a MP ana onye MP ana to determine say the seat no enye vacant ana se man enye vacant High Court no man ruling we no there's an official warrant ya tworo e dia bre Speaker of Parliament awakache Speaker of Parliament say the High Court decision ya what taking enti that seat must be rerun. Afebra standing orders no.
Okay.
Over standing order 17. Standing order 17 or say vacancy other than resignation or picking from Article 91(7)(1)(b) to E.
Okay.
G and H. Vacancy other than resignation. The Speaker shall inform the House of the occurrence of a vacancy of the seat of a member under clause 1B to G, E, G and H of Article 97 of the Constitution. And a speaker na juma say the vacancy si o constituency bi mu a e wo se speaker e betena ase no catch members of parliament the house when they can house it's just a parliament or be catch members of parliament. Now more importantly 19 of our standing orders. Or say the clerk shall notify the Electoral Commission in writing within 7 days after becoming aware of the occurrence of the vacancy under Order 17 or 18 of the Commission, and the Commission shall take steps to fill the vacancy in accordance with Article 1125 of the Constitution. And near other ways, so can I say, Speaker. Enya sa notification within 7 days enya da no onya notification enti emra ewura da fe onko sorry can say seat no should be declared vacant no now sa within 7 days no ebetuma that day na or see within ebetuma 2 days ebetuma 3 days but speaker no pese or the pere arrangement he picked the upper ceiling because within 7 days can be the first day, it can be the second day, third, fourth. He picked the 7th day. After the 7th day, and the speaker kura nyane letter no mo chiro so mo anya and can speaker and clerk of parliament come to mra I also do mo privileges committee and what can the speaker do? The High Court rule say seat vacant, there should be a rerun or more notify parliament is I can letter no emra say I was say 87 days within 7 days. Wama 7 days na so. Afi watch letter say or the common electoral commission say electoral commission ye. Mensa kan bibi every court to say. Pandai seat no aye vacant. Enti momfa momra kwan so na yen koto aba na yenyi nipa obedi constituency nanim. Simplicity. So wo ho asem kan enye parliament ne ka no. Minia parliament a political chamber.
Yes.
Ye nyina yitum.
Yes.
Enu nti emre bia no ye use parliament as an avenue em obia hu challenges ayewo. Obia hu how ayewo o manum. Enti enuamo MPP fo mo ho kwan se o mutimi sorry. Standing orders so ma kwan say I think order 97 ema kwan say wo ho kwan say bibi hawa ye friend no matters of urgent public importance. Utimi sorry. Me had the last parliament. I use matters of that order no.
Okay.
Abra me district hospital. ECG for kutwa nkania mu a na ye ntimi hwa yarefo. Enti I read the statement on that day na speaker man come make a statement no. Enti sa kwan no bi so na ye wura hwiafo. Ema minority chief of kwan say
another
so or urgent public importance a efa pandai seat ho. No ye man no kwan. And now sorry na wo kan ye. Parliament nso yes democracy then can be can be na mo 87 fia no mo se mo can be but 198 ne de ma yen can be
o mo 87
198
189 189 no yen de ma yen can ba one there is no comment or no statement akoso a you don't give both sides speaker for one side or for the other side until you make a statement and a majority leader say or no so asem kan wa asem na waka no because statement now we make here no it is calling on the speaker to take a decision. It's not just a statement o invite the speaker say
adewe yam pene
ya choro no on reverse that decision so we cannot base on one kwa statement no so enti wo kan wie no e was a majority leader no so asori so ono so obi kan mo se da bi ono de o kan bia enye ye yenti ase enti osori so okasa no na mo de monsa buru nkonwa so gingren
omo broban
enye izo
ban
omo broban
kwamna o table we on the computer na sisu keke
yes
ye table no ya fix the computer no table no inside enti se
omo say no
omo say no ya bo oman na boka twitwiri die ena de aye parliamentary chamber no enti omo ya sa ne nyina one intention na MPP for mistake o me kwabana ye to aba na ye yi ufiri so a ye se da ye yi no nya da no na awen ne power usuban abeda na di dwumadi a ubedi e na magana fo hu se enkrofo wi omonya nu ho enti ye nsan emo opportunity se omo ye de tumi no mo ntimi anya hwe ba MPP for de say e da no mulusu power na omo je power no da no a enunti asemo a e wo se kan street so omo se ye de ba parliament na no obi say traffic adors no man nti minister for roads and highways o met say ni nti a traffic adors I mean they are just abusing their parliamentary privileges a omo nti ni esi na no se bibia si na matwe nipa adwuan si so awi a eye more responsibility say ye toa dwumadi a ewo parliament no so na high court akansam the next level of the high court is the appeals court oko appeals na nye yi a you have the high court mami to konukura manya hu say ubetuma ko ECOWAS court oya nye ubetuma ko African court ubetuma ko international criminal court
ICC
ubetuma ko enti wo sa opportunity ubekọ ba bia na mo de
say wa ye ni na nye yi no fe de o de afudi anum
na mo no mo di free high court na mo de ba parliament the parliament insisa no
how possible
and so speaker no was basis argument on order 19 the clerk shall notify the electoral commission entimo how ne say and the speaker say okay na me ni akonwanum ye wura
ahiafo
the speaker no ti akonwanum entime maba wo de me mfa ne say ahiafo o ye NDC ni enti ono no moto abama no based on ne person e de no buy na ye confirm me speaker ne de ma demonstrate to you say I've handled a hung parliament 137 plus 1 yempo na ye gidi say speaker twati ya nkakra.
Oh yeah.
Yes, just to make sure say sabi proud asa me borrow attaching a word. Just to make sure say you are motherfucker government works.
Ona voto. Kibre. Ona voto. Aha kwa.
We waboro size bubu.
Aya ba ro.
No. Eja de star no. Oga grow who got I mean can some motherfucker.
Just to make sure say you are government works.
Yeah.
Ama na ye beduru ha ntimi ma ba betena konwa num. Mama metie ye wura majority leader. Nti owia mene mu nyina be ko conclave. Akwadwe asem no. We will find a solution so that we can continue business. Musi dabi sa ye wura ayare ga be kasa de a mu be ye dede. Ye dede ni nyina.
It take for how long?
Minua. Ye ko tena.
It take for how long?
Ye tena say almost 12:48. Awia. Etwa asem we ho after say aye other people ahwe mu aye vote and proceed we. Etwa asem we ho ma no bo 6 p.m.
Wow.
5 hours solid.
And right on ya no.
Ye break parliament ye call suspension 2 times. Ye call speaker say 5 minutes. Me akodi 1 hour. Me asen aba. The same thing no afa na speaker ba bi no say asem no. Yama Mose monti ase e na papa no kasa e o kasa na omu yedede ye tena hodin obi anya hwe afei ewi na speaker so okay majority leader kasa wi
sata na mu leadership no ne mu kasa
omu ne ye kasa
se mu
me say I salute the leadership if you say sabi kwabena wona atena ha meti se na no na wo ka na maduru aburi na memba wo se ka edu ko okro nti entutu ne koba
David
on be so mututu ka no koba ene yeso leadership no say yenti ase me ntutu koba no enti omo jojo yakoma saa kwabena provocations we nyina koso kwabena ni bi se nipa no na me hu omo a aboju charefo no na me hu omo mbufu no no na aboro so am te nipa hu se omo wa abotre pa and normal circumstance they have tolerance
na Sam George way
no ni ho
na me adu no ni ho
ye motherfucker obi asa ni we say motherfucker the inner monkeys
Abranti eba sa no ye wura we nya kwan e kasa we na speaker ruling say okay asema mo de aba no ochena me the written ruling ebeba enti ento government business almost dabi e ho na wo bo no say government business
e ma so ne
intimity so bisa me nua we say is it possible say they can stop government business?
Yes.
I am telling you today that they cannot stop government business. Under no circumstance can the micro minuscule minority stop government business.
And the sir audacity they free.
That audacity is a hollow audacity. It's an illusion. And I think Dompre lies using that word that government business will suffer. It is as simple. Let all the NDC MPs come to parliament. We don't need them. The challenge is that we have a lot of our people as ministers. But your ministers now, I'm telling you, some ministers are even punctual than non-ministers. And we don't have a problem. They will come. You're minister for roads. Every day he's in parliament.
Really?
Every day he's in parliament. He spends a lot of time in parliament. Either he has business or he has no business. He's there.
Who here no cause you don't come to my office. I'll come to the chamber.
Minia.
I see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, mami, first deputy majority whip. All the two platforms say we need ministers. All of us are
all deputy ministers.
All deputy ministers. Obiaba.
That's high level of discipline.
No, yeah,
we are ready for work. And Afenyo Marketing a team of people can decide what they want to do. They can decide to come to chamber or not to come to chamber. And this has not can run and why it shouldn't be kakra what you are.
It shouldn't be kakra.
Yes. When the numbers came, we had all the numbers in the chamber with a minuscule minority or almost all my business. We did the business. They cannot. Speaker of Parliament, anytime in our standing orders, Then you see the Speaker of Parliament stand up.
Oh,
and the final warning.
Yeah.
That is the last warning everybody can get in the chamber. When the Speaker stood up, they stood up.
Defiance.
You don't cross the maze. It is the symbol of authority of Parliament. We don't go close to the maze. We don't cross it until you cross from minority to These people came there, push onto the maze, throwing papers. The highest form of indiscipline you can ever get.
But what is wrong with MPP?
Apart from sending army into the chamber, yesterday was the highest form of indiscipline you can ever get from MPP, what they did yesterday. But can you see the difference between NDC and MPP? When they became rowdy, when they wanted to destroy government business, which is sometimes in democracy, or overwhelming majority, any small minority, because their numbers cannot do anything, they use distractions like this. But when you do, there's a limit to which you stop. Until in the 8th Parliament, Emra omu eye nyoma yesi omu we papers na yesi entiase ayo original they brought in the army. So okay.
Yeah.
They brought the army.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
even test and shocked some of our members of Parliament.
That's right.
Enora, what they did, the Speaker allowed the Marshal Department to hold them up whilst business was going on. In fact, Enora, a business than any other day since the budget began.
It was smooth.
Kwabena, na ne chira oni say, MPP ni Ghana Parliament and Ghana ye because they are just a negative distraction. And they don't know what they lost yesterday. Because everything that we wanted to, all the estimator, ye passing rano, ye passe. Na eduru baby omu pushi ya tra mfinfin aka kakra me yadu ye leadership na omu ye business on omu intention ni say omu antanasi o omu gina ho na omu pia dompem say ye mo anko pia ewura majority leader no
pia mashas no senye yo
pia enko kan nyoma ni nya
wo ya mo akwan mo akasa
o se mi mo bi nkasa
majority leader kasa so dabi wo dia mo nkasa bi wo account dio speaker ala wo dia kan dio be ka bia okay now okay majority leader boom no no after onu aso na nka no tell for Mahama no tell for Mahama and I'm saying
we have no
option Ghana for the big Ghana for some Mahama tell who are you
do anything
to prevent nobody that position from happening tie pia omo akosi say na business no koso until say omo hu say afedu we kwabena no mabere and they came in with no exit plan. Intimate masem eba wiye no. Sane obetimi akominu aka menu mo aka no. MPP no. They see MPP ati hoyi. Oma ko say akokọ baatan a wawu agya ne mba. Ebi ne ba no bia ni hwe kaso akwan so. Ena bia ni hwe kumase kwan no so. Ebi ani wo tema kwan no so. Omo numbers they have no leadership. And in their warped imagination, you know, almost say, yeah, pen numbers to go. Ye jina hai. Ye pese done oba bema or parliament will beat me done it. Because we have the two tests. We don't need Pandai to add up. Until they forget about their thinking.
I think sir Omuko Ablekuma North election by election. We had the same campaign. Sergio Mahama petet term. Until Ablekuma 4 emi omwani
enye abana ho no
hai na se omo to abama NDC a jomama mo besisa constitution ena grofo amfi ena se omo akukuru ya rasa de ko pandai
o se budget no ye budget we ya o se budget na ya no ono covid levy enye nyi mfirimu jomama minister si wo ye mfirimu so egusu wo
mpo to force in say wayi ayi covid levy asina ni mikoyi niema
onko cover
covid levy so ho aduma na no ontiase
kabra papa ya ojina MPP first ayi kwa ni din design adubu ahen ni judgment sam no yewura president Kofo mu MPP no
Ani ala je temu MPP
no.
Mamenya Juba Webranene says this irresponsible bunch of monkeys are doing too much. And you guys should talk about it. Akosi Opokuya Pobi, thank you for joining us here. Mamenka Omanfo say yes idea ba sikekuku. Na the ese utie mi awo ya ne say. So Saturday we too. Yeah, dial star 431 star 81 hash. Oh yeah, there are two Facebook page na say. Star 431 star 81 hash. Edo obekọ app bi so. Edo ko app no so a. Ebetre so betumi ato sa raffle we no betumi the 5 cities ato raffle no numbers ni bi. Na Accra FM Citizen Show we so no. Enwumre bia ye bepon ye bebobo. In between of the program and ending of the program, you better be winners. If you bet me 1,000 cities, 2,000, 3,000. Charlie Christmas eba. Inti ema we empa ho mesrawo. Chro to okeke. Ene kura manfo bet me aye, otena ye ba ye bebobo. And star 431 star 81 hash. Ayin sikekuku. Say doso. Any achichere. Any the Abramo. Rasbello says, Commander, I wish by 2028 they will get 30 members per in parliament. Raymond Godwin is here. Mahama Yarga has given in too much room for the minority to operate. How can 87 MPP members of parliament show such strength than 184 NDC members of parliament? Is it because the NDC members of parliament are not attending parliamentary proceedings? Well, there is an issue from Raymond. Papaya says either they like it or not, President Mahama will go for the third term. Jajame, Marafakes, and then the honorable Zudi Azuma Marafake, what would you do? Maminka was Honorable Haruna Mohammed, MP for Asunafo South, are joining here. Honorable Kwaba. Straight to the issue. So this issue about a argument or marshals here a raising that they will make sure they will sabotage the NDC government. We a member of parliament. Another Praka and upon Kromanswaka that they will make sure they will sabotage a government businesses. They will make sure that you guys cannot do anything. And they mean what they are saying in relation to Kandai by-election at Baso. Yanko.
Obi.
Sir.
Meda wasi bebre. Mse mefa kunya za machia. Wati fo no hefo nyina. Obi yana nanum ne kase ankure hunu ana eyedede. NDC yakokos. We are 2/3 of the people of the friends of members in the house. And if you want to know, a juma bia opesa wo ye no. They ukuta 2/3 obetimi aye. Enti se okase ya, na say either say unnim adwuma na ewo ho no se de esi ye no. Adwuma na esi ba ye no as a member of parliament, as a leader no. The one man for asoma sebra be no. Either say unnim and I say,
but maybe be more other way that you guys don't know.
Baby, omuneshe wonim. Me da bia no mekase. Da bia mekase wahu. Enyema omuye nyina populist. Hwe na MPP party no. Panyi ni mo. Panyi bia nim. Obia ni influence party ni bio. Uma aka. Eni uma omo parliament no. Enti ade bia omo beye no ade a. Omo pese omo de Bonibaka ignite omo party ni a base. Comments in the dome nyina no say on person omo Kenya exactly. Omo Kenya omo a party no. Enu ti na omo yes ade omo ye. Obie enra de sie. Da bia na meka say emra na ministerial appointment any vetting approval ekoso no. na party for no ebofu say adena yetima samre no me kai Sam George approval MC Flower midnight afenema kijana na so be 2 hours and not on prayer 1 hour we 45 minutes but you we dey na kosi here and Sam George today we minister of communication unim sa de mu ye nyina ye hu bi pen but ye ya pensu sa ye ninth parliament hi ene ye mama pensu hi ana ye timi the minister e converting dana we ya na na ba e de reference say appointment committee report aba parliament sada now ye we ya na number of last staff was now president mama suani e bin si da unprecedented this ye jo mama pensu di entia if you see him say see ye nema we have the numbers and you don't have to dance to their tune and nothing em be able to say mama yarga was sorry I was when you say why you say calm down
I don't know you want to say I dey aduma
exactly ankro hu na yedede obi enra de omoye say no no abomoke ye isi ye kase ye ba fie ho dodo so and na say obiaba unless you free chamber na ho ma ene
Onim say
na den tell am am chai ya banya na ho so to sabi onim say e free wa
honorable Kion was supposed to be here na otesim say bema ade e ko so ro
na say unse me say acha ba be 3 me acha ka be 3 was me wa ba ni so say free wa
aha no my
o be start o ne ma no obi ewonim sa enema e koso this is not the first time court declare friend is saying
the seat vacant.
This is not the first time. Oma kasa penso Adamu that second case.
Yeah.
And they say omukra case is bi o case you don't think ready a political witch hunting, political vindictiveness. A friend is a question. Adamu second. We declared your case vacant. But what happened? You corner bokos you ko dey. Now there na asesane court declare say your friend is saying ni hwehwe mu a why fa election petition up and die I just say indeed election a course no it wasn't fair and obi say when you judge kwa eno ntina na kian o ka say adentina na omo court dana no ma prepare omo case for stay of execution because no me say case no be a case ni ko no unya obi o ye level headed bia na obebua case na ma
your opponent
MP na ho no and dey bi na ko friend say parliament na ba ben enye ye ankasa ye majority chief whip sorry say ankasa no case na ye na ankasa no sada na ankasa yen declare your friend say panda seat na vacant then na ba ben enye speaker of parliament because no until say stay of execution no be expire no near the outcome no he still stands to be the member of parliament for Pandai. That is after 1st December and today no nye Ghana so bia nim say mna kuni ene your friend saying ene a court bia ye mra nyina no ne ti ene court no bibia no a esombo esen your court of a friend saying your court it is a court I make a decision way you rababen I do betimi aye finally still case no a stand say you declare Pandai seat has been declared vacant. What again do you expect parliament to do? The other parliament and say I'm on file the normal process so yen koma electoral commission say Pandai seat it has been declared vacant.
That's it. Period. Na me obi
yeah,
one say.
But no, you see the problem here is that though Honorable Suleiman Achechim, but Omujiri said looking at Jechikwe's case and looking at Wake case, as much as they don't, let me read the DMCC from Nanabi or your press conference that the executive, that is the government, and the judiciary, no, they are in cahoot to make sure Omobe render MPP useless in parliament.
How?
Bobie MPP as
so that has been the argument.
As it stands, they have a very big problem. party ba ko na Ghana high we no obi apa wo mo hwe bi na make no one of your sister station say and the Ghana phone yati Ghanaians are discerning now kanena na e ka say o e de ya santefo e de ifria nti we de ya e beto aba man e twemo ene de wo beye no
nkwala no mu mfio
de wo beye no ene e behwe so aye den e pian
man okra
o betina ba mu mfie wotwe ade pia wo ye bia nya ade a na eye sector by sector area by area ministry by ministry masebe bia etine tata na mo ya no se na manfo edian wo hwe mo ene na manfo ka se
ma panishium
de mam hu se won nkofo wi o mo problem ne ye chief justice vetting hu akasefo pa ya be na ho kra so mo se no because chief justice obi anu wa practice a friend say wa bench be 10 years after so tokolo
2 hours
and say na tokolo aba
we are not working out
obi apa wo mo
so then honorable Metiase here I think a bedroom strategy. It's not like they are doing everything out of vacuum.
Yes,
it's a strategy to frustrate the system.
Yes, of course, and Enutina is well composed. No, what is the mechanism? And see who strategy because look at their numbers. No, Bibia no better that say government. They no better me. Now and Rasi must say until say Parliament bears in his decision say or declare a friend saying Pandai seat vacant. No, Muma government business and the encourse. Why do you start something you can't finish? Nyansa be pa na ewum enti na mo party for no ene na mo ba chamber ho na mo no ye business no dia asem na party for no be ka kire wo mo ana dia asem no so ka kire party for no say o ndc for afedi o ma be hu ye ni akasa enti aba be business. Is that what they want? Is it the reality? Look Bobby, let me say dia me hu ni say dia a bunch of frustrated members tana me hu no because adia and no ya less than 24 hours what's he say now babe what has changed there na assistant here when you have a chamber me ka say ayi bako ayi bill bako be pass una sorry omo come for bill
ana mu pie me say baba ko ka say me say me adam who know you say me say me but now Fasidama and this leadership.
Yes.
So much control yen wechiro. Senka omuma signal say attack.
Penny
Quebec for 3 to 1 MP. NDC for
3. To be honest, me no. So question na me busa me say so NDC focus on more channel.
1:5.
1:5 right?
Oh, Debbie.
You
better be be able protect speaker. Nanko be a fat 3, nipa 3 be a fat tobacco. But your leaders no we are no we are so request it.
Because me nim the entire obia o numbers near so low that but the point is now it's clear they want to frustrate more our parliament. What is your more plan?
Be plan baby ne nka ana mrika kai no enye ne no be start start we from the appointment of our ministers ana me kase bin see that same minister e be converting you approve in parliament you swear in your flaster fast the same day sa pepe na we say koso obi no mo dey business in TV in the parliament dey bill na intimi impasse
panda mo ba ko panda ko wini
obi onim yai yeah honorable
we I say we sir
obi time oh Jachi Gwesin issue ni buy. They be called
as in north.
So when this for quite fast way handle issue.
Yeah.
Because we knew say you quite bad then. You be winning. Until obi anu aka obi anu ho bon ho wa yenko. Hwe. Obi e kwan ya yura mama startifa ebu o man no. Ene na me come say. Yura mama who say Ghana no. Enya no kwan nkran. Enya no kwane e friend say
Ghana
enya no kwane Kumasi ne regional capitals no mensi no kan ko ne yedie no eno na eye nyama Ghana ni nyina ye Ghana enu ti na mira na yenua no me constituency me district we say 4 years common fund ko no 3 million Ghana cedis And now I'm not
Esunafo.
4 years. It's about 150,000. This was assembly common fund. 200,000. No more Jenny.
Nancy Matisse, Nato, she never omia dear see anyone who sent us caro about me.
Obi, and the 2 quarters 6.5 million. You see, your friend is saying this new classroom blow bako, 3 in bako, KG bako, chip compound menu, and so hold. Contractors in this Canada want to be any okay can you then? It was so.
But
MC from Kwabena Edi Pandai for and now MC your horse and Marie. Don't expect to say MP Beza bed.
We are bad pa. No friend regional chairman 3 days in Enkwana modi contractors ko Efe.
Eva Pandai.
Contractors awarded dada. No.
Contractors awarded dada. I said me who say
3 days in Enkwana
mo fi kumawu. E dia na MP vanyo.
Edmu ye bi.
Dabi yanya.
So now what Pandai?
Disappointed. That is what is going on. Me, I'll be disappointed.
Leaders in there.
Maybe we say a crime back. But you are cooking something at the book room. You are the contract, no. But contract in your name, of course. And no, Mr. Can't say a year, Juma. By the it's besides here. Violation beyond cause. Bowling. But you are not sitting there. Pandai for no, so your mind or Pandai or Kasai. Was it don't have each problem with the river? When him who send you. Yeah. What kind of things here? One pay you. One a friend say a war be so no pay.
Yes, and be almost. Father, some no kind. Oh. Was it na mo kotuma obi otinto be da ba manim.
Afena start here. Bobie. Na efie ba ko. It was a queer mistake. Monya, Saturday, I control beyond the Mama Berry. It's your fear. Oh, your penalty, but what's it? Now, so more. Hey, into one mistake. I don't know.
Thank you, my member. But there also Pandai. I think that Pandai ne the first test because your father said Ablekuma, for instance. Now, after this year, we need for. Inti na euphoria no still ewo ho 1 year on definitely amount for feelings no ebesesa kakra either say feelings no be more and I say there will be some sort of apathy be energy no will drop appointments akoso enema akoso party support base enye nipa ni nyina na happy. So for me as a media practitioner ubusa me ameka say Pandai na NDC first test especially when you say mu lose seat from 2012 coming which means MPP are building one more networks over the years. So 1 year there so be the judge abanya na no so dey so doso but Kion if you enter Pandai that's a Pandai need the question is here and MPP question on busa 1 year dey be no aye what is it
Minia Bobie second no kwa dey ahụ kameka seat ni ya rain and hands down now we dey budget
that can be a political talk
nope and ohwe ne ma papa dey gu akwan ma enye kasa wo ye promise say yi lebi be ye fro ye na ye nyi
exchange rate
COVID levy ye ka si be ye na ye nyi first no na ukoto ade nde ade ati emfa so koto na no pa wo san kwa anwumire no yes maame usika no ni so ahye sika na wo fa so na de so san de bi kan no san ma san ta de foforo ende saade no eni ho biem enne obi ya adwuma utimi plane se memfa so no me de be sei but MPP tam no na plane enye o plane na san akopa bosia e de san akọ capital no enkofo bebre capital ehye wa abra no mu ni sika no eye bad governance ene mankofo sika ehye abufuo ewo Ghana fo mu omo de abufuo ene to aba no na he Pandai niam e course 40 polling stations emu ntokwa any police for ni nsemu omu didi ne anyam lasem a omu tintim mo mfonsa e de fa akonya no mine bobie me kama kire wo se eniema NDC aye na wo hwe budget ye ba ye eniema pewum akuafo enkokon kitenkite enwuma ye de ba a ni mamabru na hu se eni da so bi wo ho ema omo no mine bobie abande titini ya fa yenti no mani abere obi omu nim se yesan akoto biem a omu ebedi nkugu enu ntino mu mpene eme nkonkoto aba no akwa gisa wote dem yese be pama baifo so onye baifo a ani ntina otiantem se ye mpene me pama baifo because unu so ye baifo ntia bi onum se election e kwa obelusu enu ntu mpene me nko biem memetie
they will argue say you have the government machinery
ati said yen yakwa sin no net ya bem a man focus on ntoma wa it doesn't matter what you have it doesn't matter what you have asin of time that you question dey ohun nyuma no moto omo sika na yedi o wa sika na yedi aha nyekumawu omo tire onyansa enti abato no said ya wo ka no ye papa DM wase nyese wanya appointment nkwa na kire se wa ban aba ma ho ato na emum enhihye amamu papa beboa ama wo ba school sem first na nkura ku school a hwenuane no mudi ene wate nkura aduane no mudi school nsem bi mini wate bi se nkura ne su se aduane no mudi nye on social media anka ba me nyina ye hu ene bibia de na kwemu pepepe enti no uhwe ne me ekoso a bibia ya clear say Ghana for agi NDC atum omagie papa Mahama atum enu nti na nra omote parliament esum say no 10 for Mahama na hwana aka Mahama so saba 10
sa noise ne efriefa
me anna kwade me say na anyum wansusu ko efri he hwana kote mi na say papa je omusuro ne sa omusuro no kokoko
no but mo busa wan say sa conversation where is it coming from
I'm even surprised
say papa Ghana for ka say ya papa na san ko 10 who are you Ghana for ye na CEO so ye no man ye dia eni e pango for kakra bi say munko ho adwuma
no but for me well me president ni nkomo but o hwe ni dimi na ni posture ni focus is within the 4 years and he's pushing it hard
and what can is on several occasions
and looking beyond 4 years so who started that conversation
Kumasi Express Radio so baby it's not feasible it's not realistic you can't complete within 4 years no so sure look mukase ati say mwani atam nim de ma contractor ba ku me ma chitem we free hadi beshia
and they are working
from Nairobi to Mombasa
what you say also we know be na
Kumasi to Accra
oh they positive compro say negative by papa no why na dwen say o ye ni ma papa de Ghana for enne untumi for sika unsan kobo sika m kodiri nyafunyafu just like that akontu what I say akontu hu hia nyina no wose watwam those days me kai ye papa ayi nwa Ibrahim kwa akote ayi gatam ewo sa odo river no mo si an wo de contract mani nua no say me machines na me am de ade me ni free me jai mo baya matema mo bi $43 million and also de tis how odo gatam ye ko eche ko say ni guni dem
adwuma no anipa na anya
Garrett me say oba Works and Housing Committee na ba check sa Garrett project ne bi no ya obi ya man mobilization ababa say is it 50% and abi
so you know 10%
akodi ska no
akodi mo di anche ya report e baba ho asem fa obusa ma contractor ba kodi na small car na sai mesre say only we free site kron ko site ya twene betra ha o say scanner okoti for adwuma no isha intimi adwuma no
no nim say scanner intimi adwuma yes ma
so the criteria eno ko fon tato mutimi de peke sa contractor a wo akwa bidio nyame na me share wo.
So which means the enim no yakakra bi.
Share. Minia. When you me say this year en kan se mum yensu nya sa. We should start coming out. Sansi me say bie ne ma Ghana fu hu. Because ya mo anka me say sen kan pipi ni nya number ya NDC kure ya ho. Bobie anka time ade be radio station na anka be hyehyɛ ho mara ma. Time ade be kasa. Ye be ka cho say radio station. Oh right. So
nanga more NDC minority no. Come be mo parliament e wo 37 the other say amamo. Mamunsi o mamon crosso ma ye mo ma disturb obi adwene. Ombe ka che mo say mo ye nuisance. Mo baba be how margin. All right, thank you. Kill me say about but honorable Adama. Issues about a dear bear crown why me sure say a free 7th December 6th December NDC wa mudi wa 1 year anniversary. Na MPP for no so share our conversation that's on social media. And 1 year no crown a dear bear na 1 year. A dear bear na 1 year. And you heard that conversation.
Before I met let me say Global Info Analytics.
Yes.
My new survey. I say after 2024 election, you know. Latest survey, I say NDC 9 more percentage. You see, to a bank, they 9 more percent than in 2024. No.
I say we deal.
Baby,
I didn't get go.
Yes. Enti no krani say obi say ede na yaye. There's a national specific nyoma yaye a translate to every part of omanum. And a constituency bia on say one ye. Ti minim say pandai nyoma me nu ebo you no so koso pandai. Because me constituency e koso. When the constituency e koso 2 chiefs compounds, 3 unit classroom blocks, 6 unit classroom block, another 2 unit classroom block, a few boreholes, a few young for school for no, but a baller with sanitation, 88% for sanitation. All those monies are going. And big money is 80% of common fund now, and car crash, send a MPP time, not 46% now 80% is what is going to the assemblies. But generally, 80% of all resources, apart from statutory deductions, I was say, almost a common fund, it be called a common fund, it be called for national health, national youth employment authority, and some other statutory deductions. So, is going straight to the district assemblies for development, giving meaning to constitution, you know, for constitution and state say is to be managed by the district assemblies. Apart from that, aban we buy, you know, na the kabubruja intimintu ayeka, and unti na ya blasted them from ya blacklisting ya free international bond market. Intimin ko if you call ya the bilateral donors ka, ya the multilateral donors ka. Inti the first thing you have to force in here and say organizing a meeting of all the creditor nations are you know one any share and or na adwen say ono mo agreement about how he's going to pay the money. So you realize say in I think May or June we pay $700 million. Enti ya kano say ya tua ye up to date. And unto hwe ye economy na ye describe say e baller na ene all the rating agencies, Fitch, Moody's, S&P, omo nyina turn rating no into positive outlook. Apart from that, energy sector was almost dead. And unti IPPs are omo a produce power amaya toni ntumi ntu omo ka. And President Mama Bayi ye pia IPPs ne ka.
Nansa minti dede no.
Very good. Because of those energy sector issues, you could see say there were pockets of doomsday in various parts of the country. And what is we can doomsday that? No, that is the effect. Afe and watching so enam prudent management of the economy. Befa in inflation, you know. Inflation rate of price are increasing. Na me nua yi kan. Oto na no pa awie na bo no be better so na better.
But they are arguing say Okoto aduane a yanu awia ne body.
You see, it is only a warped mentality and a warped logic and a baby busa. And koto aduane a ye no. That is how we do economics. enti emo na January ne bo eye ebia 100 cedis ena wo dwom a ate abafam
yeah
man koto mo ya no a koto mo ye no a afei anonoma circumstance se mo no kura ya no ano se nipa na wa no no odi no kura onim se nyoma bo abafam ena enye just food products construction materials babra me to iron rods last year November to iron rods 9,000 per ton 10 millimeters
10 mm
and that iron rods cost 7,000 cement ebo abafam and now we cost cement factory bia but we say born do 74 but when you say turn over 100 cedis some time ago I mean I'm talking about 32.5
yeah
enti construction nyoma abafam enyoma nyu bebre abafam afi ko filling station o filling station bia price of fuel na you turn ne board nende no ni nyina ate abafam. Never in our history did we imagine say ye beti nyoma so because him so oh nyoma aban hwan na ba ye beti nyoma so na nyoma ni nyina beko ene president mama ma ye hu say sa narrative na nyono kore enti nipa na nkasa asetram I improve because ni sikasem I improve Kwabena me he woni mu nyafe ye the 9% atum.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree, but you see, Obi no bag you say, so rent a kosro. Ya no so just okosini dai.
Da bi Kwabena men kansa. One who say ye wo remote loss. One who say ye make argument we make argument with the general view, not with the exceptions. When you say a rent regime, no, there is something basically wrong with our rent regime. The engineer GD say inflation at about 6.something%, which is verified one by the World Bank, the IMF, the Central Bank, the Ministry of Finance. And new money in indicators not table for why is rent going up? There is something wrong. It is never the issue say near can no correct. Then something is wrong with our rent regime that must be looked at. And all those things cannot be done in one day. But me catch the Ghana for say, what do you want to go near? In the last 11 months, things have become normal better than we came to meet them.
Sure.
Sa nyoma no so no, enye nkran nko a, enye kumase nko a, enye sunwa nko a, ewo kwanda nso. Eno na Ghana for gina so a. Ena empuntu asem. Ekwan asem big push at president mama e de abayi ekwan bebre na affect no ukọ me regional every sunwane eba wanchi ekosola have been captured at Ifras here and maka all major artillery roads bebre enunti sampuntu asem we development asem aheba afa economy na ate aba from no and na Ghana for her so a ye call kan akoi is it north ba bia awura bena wo no
Ablekuma
North. Omo return ye buy no. Omo de
say so far no ya buy election say we e come atre akwatia Ablekuma na
nti time na wo ka say Kwanda na be test no Kwabena. Kwanda nye test kra akwatia na ye test.
How?
If you say akwatia no ye seat ya nipa na sabi ni nti ye ko buy election no o ye obi o free mu. Enti one, it should even give the MPP candidate some
sympathy
of sympathy, and they try to capitalize on the sympathy, but the people were smart enough to know say ya mamu all these years want me her constituency no so in fact time I am near Okoyo buy no even though he was in opposition he did a lot for us until you did send the NDC bar ebe wine Akwatiane Panda is a similar circumstance if you say it keeps shifting ekwa.
But akwatia de yemfa ne say saa time na afi na mo aba kwenkwere na njire
Kwabena akwatia nche
say be 2 months ago
akwatia just 2 months ago
but be in politics one day credit me as a name that is what I'm asking.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking.
Things are even better now than akwatia.
the period of
the period of Akotia.
Are you sure?
And now we have rolled out the budget. Implementation of the budget have started.
Okay, Akwetiana munya implementation. Okay.
In fact,
you have a mube jam.
Yes. And implementation has started. Me, Kasano, me catch there say every wenchi eko sampa kwan no. Ono say me catch there say machine was so. Na me catch say drobo de no so machine was so. And you have heard me ban me say obi nso afra o catch so oh ha machine wa ha.
Yeah.
So you've had pockets of machines. Areas. Very good.
Fear pray.
Very good. Yes. Entino. Enye pandai by election, you know. And the machine to me, I'll be disappointed because any MPP nyepe. Sabi shenanigans or me or asin off no. I don't want us to do anything.
Asin of the na anose.
In fact, but me nema me nyai asin off can say. Kwabena, on my make koyira for 6 hours.
Hey, for
off. MPP for.
Are they?
Kwayna, yenam so a. Kwabena, kwayna yenam so a. Yedi, yes. Kwabena, kwayna yenam so a. Yedi 40 minutes. Everybody pay. I will so say den. Na yaba be si breku no. Yeduru ho no. Grader na omo di twa kwan no enam se nso ato no grader na block kwan no obi antimi nko. We have to turn and use over 5 hours to get back to where we were going. And yes, kwan ye hu ye koso grader na say ya kwan no nobody no car can cross. Kwam oko wonim say wati. And grader nso akọ block kwan no. Just because obi per power. Into that thing, but I can tell you say in areas NDC pocket of across the country, they are starting construction of roads. Assemblies are starting construction of new Ekoso. Even get fund project at Ekoso no bebre a started a free so. You see classroom blocks so. You see ABC no be. Enti enye pandai ena yedi afene ye koye kwan because kwan na ewo ho no ya started across the country. This week ya na me ka wanchi to sampan. This week ena ya started here. Say ho no by election bi ankoso. Enti what pandai deserve is what we are giving them. And I'm sure, say, those projects were not awarded just 2 weeks ago. You declare it in the
for that one, sure.
Had been awarded, so they will be constructed. And I can assure you, say, even if after by-election, you will never see NDC go and take the machines off, whether we win the seat or we don't win the seat. But I'm very confident within myself that we will win the seat because that seat was actually won by President Mahama.
Presidential.
The election by about 53%.
I've heard say always no NDC we need presidential.
Yes, but the challenge had been with the parliamentary. You know what chamber ha between 2020 and 2024. Very hard working person, very resourceful. Say bibi na asia under normal circumstance. I don't expect President Mama to win and Yenuya Nsala Wapal to lose. And you think clearly, right from the word go, I knew there was something wrong with Pandai. And to no one as a court and have vindicated our position. You know. And to that seat, it is our seat. We are going to take it back. If MPP will be BR, they should go to appeals court. And now they should go to Supreme Court. But second that hot clear say they should be prepared. Me and no. Omo candidate no.
Yeah.
MP we free so no. He's even positive than omo chamber no. Also on there, he's not scared. Odine dia manyame. Odim say okọ election obe win chale amagani amagashia.
Na hu.
Na hu amaga ho. Enti we there. Agroni fam. Ekwa pandai.
Before me ba on abokion so no kakra bedu say Madam, Kakra Bedu contractors ewo so many to Pond Road.
Very good.
Yeah, omo yes adwuma sisia. And I think so obi so send another road be say ohun say contractors and omo movie omo machines ekoso. Yeah, omo adwuma. So at least this kind of things, you know, a bit. But back to you, me crowd the entire person me bow hono. I don't press it, you know. No issues one. But this moja amano. Aha. Moja amano. That is it. No, I'm not on placation. Is it still pending?
Oh dear, it drew a 7 number for visa aid me boy. What it
still pending?
Oh, be a quite in so. Oh, him, no foot to be the man before. Oh, Munja no more starting a campaign. Oh, Bandai. Can no bomb. Temper no more, yes, I ye in the bomb. Almost starting quite campaign.
But I learned say yes, more.
And I fell my heart, I say.
Oh, so more try and so much you took now say yeah, he has already a petrol on the quite no mass. That's a more man, then they decide to do whatever they want to do. Yes, or more. And then I be a call, no, JFK, almost secretary call. Anyway, use your microphone.
Woman share. Any when you mama started any enuma so they can come from one there. Enuma echo from various constituencies are. One share constituency of constituencies no. It be flip be brave come 2028. We are in early days yet, but that is what I envisage. Obi na we are DC. Me DC. Like on the minute you near Brakope. Na me ka nkronkro bi ball bi ana sabi ha wo ma watimi atutu sa ball ni nyina
really
any projects from schools so atutu na ekwan vida roads na ye ekoso a senka menya MP kra na meni ho ana nkronkro DC ya me ka wallahi ko baji city sa pepe ana ewo areas a ye ni MPs ene and area bi MPP for MP ho na this year na MC na united it was our conference no any human mama they call any the national issues inflation
what are some of the specific projects that you can just point within 1 year say meme constituency because a binary style of decentralization no air no I can point to this I can point to that
one north well I two well says onim yefro krobi bitre ofri mem di akọ Gambia no abranche ye people be a friend no your friend is saying o people kramre finidi what's up some people obi since so talk let's say what different 3 different types now so now the campaign is so talk ko be so to one month ko campaign ba woni
fama kwa mama
woni you just happy pony na level kwan
ya mu be gusu ana mu ja
be gusu contract na gusu ajo e ka me effort say
how many kilometers
about 10 kilometers emunwa saka but some people no kwa was a problem mo ja people yi se mo gusu kra na yepe but contract na gusu oye adwuma obi he ene tepa ma ban pdm goso e bia ofjo ba ye kwan na wie wa sure say ba de
enya MPP time no more dey call
yeah time na dey ye free go so
yeah this year
this make up yeah na dey
this year
yeah time you know mama 2016 ko job ye kwan na bedru your friend is saying e bedru hidim from God to bedru hidim enko fo ba na mo de kwan isa mo so mo be auditing that auditing bi on be ye no ana mo ja kwan
$10 million
ayo ti be am 4 years 5 years mu no ana mo so say dem akọ job na mum be hwidem no mo du no on say enyi hwidem to achenzu aningu oni bobie oju hwidem to achenzu anugu ye no enu anu mama ni ska bio ne kwana be da ho ye ba ye ya ana big push ene video say mo network nye wa ye drainage ni nyina some small push bi na aka yes assured that say a January obogun asphalt by January obogun asphalt ewo that kwan ene your friend say mantemu akwan ni ade na eye problem ni nyina no assembly no egusu a na onim wo mu say drill machine no mo time na ye dey bye onim say me mo say wo man fa nya dwuma ba kokra na mo dey free so
I see.
Yeah, packing machine is your. Remember, Anya Shakrano. Yeah, Anya Shak. Apart from Quano, you for no pack a hood be a 9. It's me a level one. Omaka said, "Drink the gracer," and it's in our credit. And to make us be Omashiya. Your numbers now are what I don't know. If Ghanaians have been sincere and honest, going forward in 2028, where
who are sure some make me increase in numbers?
I'm very
optimistic.
One thing is increments in Ankasano. And that's one disadvantage when it comes to the management of our people.
Exactly.
And no any problem. Every time I say, if we're able to unite our front wall, satisfy our base wall, the Kakanyuma Kwa Dia, and Kankunya Nebesa Jibiaka. The Ghana for a share, say we acquire schools and Kenya relative cases. You say, you know, boss, I started.
What wrong?
Remember, once you approve 50 communities, 25 first lot. You approve BBA. Ratification. Yeah. You are time was a pencil. That. Now, one thing is that Ghanaians now, because they have been appreciative.
Oh, yeah. Ghana for move from Bejikodi, Omope development.
And let me free Hano.
Yeah. Ghana for move from Abentuane, Kakune.
Kumasi. But that's me coffee biana. It will check Kumasi 2 days and sana. Mako. Mako magazine. A friend say, hey, about to fit a phone on. Bush of phone one. Okona uti commenter, Momekia. And over taxi. And come on, taxi drivers, dear. Now one can say, we're proud to wear in this. Ira Mahama. A man on Koda. And then one said that the discussion of the discussion say, or quartet, I don't think I go phone no. Ira Mama can be yeah. And this is the can be as Mama connected. Let me show that I know Mariano. And so Marcus Ghana for na ekeka sansem.
Be nim baby got team common one.
Me see Ghana for na ekeka sansem.
Anyway, I'll come back. But my member a time constituency. So what are some of the visible projects?
The no kasai. Oko Droboa. On say was see 3 unit classroom block.
Yeah.
It's almost completed. Egusu akakakra na ya wie e wo Drobo. Udru Dagadua 2 unit media is almost also almost done.
Where
Drobo.
Where Drobo?
No, where Dagadu. Where 2 unit plus offices now.
Okay.
Yes. Enti ewo Dagadu. Where you know president Mama Ansah no adwuma sika na or transfer kono. So this is within the same year. It's 2025 common fund.
And a year adwuma we.
Yeah, adwuma no. Afi boreholes no dey ya wie ni nyina 17 of them.
I see.
7 of them are mechanized.
Okay. Wait.
So this is not mechanized. This we in Kanye any community to we hand that well. We am akoma 10. And yeah the machine
for Drobo
for the across time.
I said wait time. Oh, okay.
Drobo na make Kanye enyo Drobo.
Oh, Drobo. Okay. Odo kure BT no. Okay.
Drobo a ewo time. Enti we communities ne back I've forgotten which community is this because pictures gonna me. Enti we ya mako edu 10 of these.
Really?
Yes. And ya the machine so no so mako 7 of these. So this year I'm 17 of the boreholes. Next year we are doing 20. Per the planner assembly no. Enti school no so there's another 6 new classroom block a fair and region no RCCI concurrent approval awia and see you frasiye. There's a 24-hour marketer and see you frasiye.
What business here?
Yes, the 24-hour market is every district assembly.
Oh, okay.
And there's a modeler Minister of Local Government Eddie Amaye you see mangi wom parking lot wom abrosen twaso. And for every district assembly.
Tina moye din or 24-hour economy you want to free the infrastructure.
Unleash
this
the
is the
plan.
Market. So we are opening the place with the roads. The items in the free roads, aba market, We are providing electricity to the various artillery communities. On all 50, no so you are approval. You started 22 for my community. Oh, and all this from energy to roads to infrastructure to market to health to sanitation to water everywhere. through decentralization adwuma and so omo gina hono ka say aban no ato force onyi sika he's giving the money in the right areas osupi from Yemfankosi Cathedral Yemfankoye Phantom Project no this sika share the right areas I was say this sika no ko
honorable Keon o constituency omo be sa 24-hour night market ni bi o
e baby ho
but mun yanya approval
yanya approval but MC mayor
okay
contact me
okay
I location I be market ni bi
and I think you have Kaneshi market.
We have Kaneshi market, yes, all right. But Kaneshi market na nkasa no here renovation.
A diner bread.
Jimde na kame pa bancha of senka. Yimu bunanki insini yi. Correct, papa. Your Kaneshi market, one of the popular markets in Ghana.
In West Africa. In West Africa.
But in Sotwa. Because
what can market say popular? Talk about Kumasi, you talk about Takoradi Market Circle, Kaneshi, West Africa. They know. Techiman.
Enti me say Kaban Embubu Kaneshi Market no see ye my because assassin so kama.
So
nanka enhwe nanka yenye kwa bi ntumi se de be mo the other side no kra kan come in easily to come and trade with them.
But what pushes our proposal?
Many me your air farm margin near her said. You be an investor and any trade in other institutions that can who can refer so.
More investor?
True.
Anyway, we've had a very fruitful discussion. Thank you so much for coming, Honorable Kyo. Honorable Kyo, o constituency for no say, I would do me run about no decorating him home. Almost a brilliant as
Umusa. Oh, my dream.
Almost Peja, so a mama. Nampacho, necessary no. And I feel so cry no and Colano Moya, you want to see Brunia Moyo day.
Bobie?
Yes.
Bobie.
And Codano so yes.
I have power.
Yes. Come catch me, Musa.
Where to go? When you send me the macacho, may sense you be a be na obianti.
Yeah.
Yamia Duma 20th of December. Meme da ebe na wotwe Swan Lake ho na no ekunafo a wo kan kwisa mesiro yese emma ekunafo last year ubohu na be ma kete ba tutuma anya me ekuninam sa
kwani
Mezi papa woni mai prade wunti ye was that be me ekuninam sa ye memu hey eye mema na hwemma eti mema ni wuja ma na ya na embo eti mesiro Wonim a man ye afi no mo opo so mo bro mba na krampo to e de me pachew me se emma kunafo enye meme kunafo
yeso ye beba
etimi sremo memma
yate
ya memma
yate that's me bring
papa 6 am o kan ko start fo nya wonje o kan ko start a won kan ho me srew.
Thank you so much. Live at 100.5. Menasi and Koma, Honorable Adama Suleiman, MP for 10 constituency. Honorable Haruna Mohammed, MP for Sunafuno. Obi say, Bobie, Honorable Mohammed, the first time, Penny Besha Goso, the air coso. So I think next year we need to start this project and be moving around constituencies. I can see Pobi say something small for the boys. And I said, Koma, Ernest Adumako, MP for Kakui. Minya baba be kamensa eja akwaba
yeja
boko de
wanda boko nso
CMG Bruni
ofa
onko ani ni pakokwa wo adwuma mu ha
afanie e man nkwalari na ofa ava yonko ana
aso fans na broso
fans is for kase mutimi de
emfa ho
ase kontebi
emfa ho enra nyame who wonders now most of the Chelsea say
ya passe da no man ya
obi an carry you akwa was obi an ne Minia, yango.
Citizen show. Yeah, we see. Yeah, Commander Boham, Fireman Nagasa. Etna seno. Eduma kobi ada Robert tini de ebre war. Giant faster than a cassia power.
Yafa kukuo no. Kukuo sika kukuo no. Ya mami. Wachira. Ye jiremu den.
Emi emfa no kran shase. Sika kukuo no me patro de tie ni. Aya grofo fro kra ba di sika ba be show butum. Na eno no ehu nya sa bia na mi mini smartphone you kra me den na me de me ho ahyem da bi ukra ba yire kra no sika kuo no wodo ho be hyem san se de hia ne se ukra phone sisi e no obe dial star 431 star 81 hash tio star 431 star 81 hash na fe wa pia so unya pia so pe una wo kɔ no na fe number of tickets awodo yi a wopese wutwa no wodi ahyem no follow prompt no na pa yate de free mu eno no entire process nyina no it will last for 60 seconds pe na fe wona wokɔ no na nim say one ticket be 5 Ghana cedis enti twandoduom sanse ubedi sika puduo ama obronye aye de na yakono na ya nika de account besra wunya fiedu wotwe de a sika akuo no wonka ho ti fa wo sika akuo nim na to be mu a na unsunya sika ehwe botom star 431 star 81 hash na wona wo esen enwo container 74 me shamesra woni mo bi a typhoid tete no obi wono mu anasa obi wa hepatitis obi wo so atete nam yade ayen ho mojamroso obi wo so ne wo home anya asenge don't na ha o prostate liver infection HIV unim HIV patient bi a obenum container 74 no ebeboa o ebesiesie o ebemwa ye fe obeya akono amanema akon ede akonanim container 74 say no ne first herbal medicine yeah register of South Africa ha ho boa so yakwankro omanfo nim yenu wonom a ahotoba enti wonso de na ha bi atete wo say cancer obo wakuhu sickle cell anemia patient monfa mo nom na hoden yamra patrol ya no afre 0246 073498 and 0501 628931 na only one match at the Abomuwo St Andrew Senior High School. See and control say nay special admission e cost the ama SHS3 students. Patrol ebia wonu we wasi 2025 bi a wo feli subject bi no mnia ade pepese obetron for ne ade a St Andrew say on tupunim emfama we bie ne pona to obagaya e de ama wo the best private senior high school e Ghana hanum say no two ways about that. Na say no wo catch no say wo ba no wo ma ba bi di uti ato a excellent boarding facilities and wo de bedom wo uwie so a wonya excellent resource anya senketo a na mi wasi yo nkotwe a ese nkwada bi social studies nya de onfeli wo bi a okọ St Andrews de we na dem asifo su behu yan mankasim ni wadu bi ase dunkwa no fen shama ena sewi asanwe so e won so obehu yan patro senior high school courses ni nya no St Andrews for ABA from 0546 048332 and 0553 627974 na no one washe e de abomu amayen Ginny Rice no say bronyai na no ma me adwa say wa ba me ho besra me ne na watwi say me na na da fie eno wa say kwasi me ko na ne o ba achimbo aboabo a mesra ya Ginny Rice ne gibima me so oba no betu bi sesi me kitchen won ne anya gro wa bomode ne ma sister no Ginny Rice na dia manasa mo sa ka chan sa me ba me sa fa bi na me za na wani je mo no ho sa because onya mo fa no se Ginny ne dia no nsu e de na me say ampa ma me wani ate Sunday mutual special or special Friday jollof no ene anwamo ne ade ni nyampatwa mo ne de ode be wa che ni nyina no anu akope Ginny Rice ni bi na ode aye he say Ginny no na manfo die patro obetumi ato eye 4.2 kg bag of Ginny Rice no o scratch card bi wo ho afei ye betumi reward with brand new fridge, washing machine, smart TV, gas cooker ene ne ope bia so e wo ho Ginny was say e kama Ginny was spreading smiles. Terms and conditions apply. Have you ordered for one man as a papa ya DC at now do eti Michelle so pass as a papa to there and the hard builders bema bin wato wo call baby to say dawa shy hills num ni ngocho polia sasane yate te so a enya senketo a mansu bia so ni hard builders for and sasen ehwo dane daa na aka o minya asase a meton kran so misuro patro we de mi onu adoni nya misuro ka kire se ko hard builders wo ko je wasase papa nsuo ni kan anya problem ya demarcate ama bibia nso aye kama pa from 0241 665200 and 0540226276 and an krakra mu 0256 064492 na ne wono mo ahwe ede abomu MTN MTN de mi bondi ana mesresre ye eso aye de pa na anim se eba Christmas yi obia be wo fie o ana Christmas ye di data ne be di go ye ti fie yi ye be hwe phone so be ko TikTok ene Instagram ne nkeka ho ne ade ne mo TikTok say ya what is konkra kwasi apia page mo ko content papa mo hwe bi ne ade data ya na mo de yo tina MTN say enkan cho say what the MTN fiber Christmas promo what the aba ubetumi ato another bundle before a day ni be break na fi bibia ay kama ama niema akwa na ni MTN fiber this Christmas no patcho fiber it's unlimited what you say sign fast a sign fire it this season no patcho ma fi onya nika na fa MTN fiber ni di dwuma na niema nyina enkonkona ni mo am new customers no betumi log in into my MTN app no what tap more no what requesting for broadband no what checking availability in your community another dial *5057# no what follow prompt no MTN everywhere you go the luckiest one do madama one so me skashi botom the luckiest what the aba now was it luck is everywhere enti patcho also for wo shemu bie tap your community ticket no pick your lucky number system nangasa cross to me generating number now na me say sima catch say me pick number bia ya me pick 7 no and 21 no and 96 no just say lucky number pa na na wo say no to me twa 1 Ghana cedis e dey kwa copy 5000 na ubedi no mo ho 500 times na bibia e come into buckle up let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere na onim say ye di agro ya Christmas is so bay nya dia ebinu wa mo guess kura wa kwantuom bro nya no beba patro agro no wunya park ne so no totom papa so te se tosin na dara bioyo bobo no se ne wo bon ze wiye na stava odie no what you say blue flame no condom no e na be yiso e ma wo che wa wo Facebook hu ze na me ya sama ugina so wa badwuma pepa na bibia e kama the champion's choice for pleasure anyway wada maintain the citizen show Kwabena Bobie Ansah tena mu na wode ema otena na me ya dom a osan tena se a Ghana nsempa no wode beba de aduro de news up next on your radio etiye fide ni fra na nsema aba no e che kroi me di do so kwa kwasi apia ye ba na ye de kase ye bo ato house o gra oh yalo gra oh yalo wala
Accra FM 100.5